Well, I mean, it's got to be good evening, Tartaria Australia tonight because it's dark. We haven't done a podcast at night for so long. Oh my gosh. It all feels very different, Cam. You're orange,
Yeah,
man.
I know, right? It is. It's nighttime. And well, what is it here? It's eight something, I think. Can't even read it. No, eight
You're going
o'clock, five,
blind.
5 to 8 here. I'm
Five to
in
eight.
Melbourne, so we're actually in different time zones. Crazy, man. I'm a time traveler.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, Cam. Cam's on a personal quest and I love it. It's very exciting.
Yes, yes,
And I'm
yes.
off I'm off to Japan in 2 weeks. Yep,
You
it's
are.
good.
You are.
Middle of the oil crisis worldwide. We thought we'd go check it out from somewhere other perspective and see what's happening from their point of view.
Yeah. Well, luckily you're doing lots of walking, aren't you? So
Yep.
the petrol won't
So
affect you too
much
much in
walk.
Japan.
We've got a car for a week, but apart from that, yes, we're hiking the Japanese Alps. Fuck yeah, why not? And it's
Why
right
not?
in cherry blossom. It's the terrible time to go, and yet the most wonderful time to go because it's cherry blossom and
Yeah,
it's
and it'll probably
cozy.
be pretty empty, right? Probably most of the tourists will be staying away, so you might have a really
Well, I
good
mean,
time.
classically, Japan is full of Japanese tourists, like China are full of Chinese tourists, and Egypt's full of Egyptian tourists. It's only in our shores that tourism is made up by Chinese and Indians and Muslims and everyone else. But yeah, when you go to Japan, their people love to be the tourists in their nation. That's
Oh,
nationalism for you, right? Same with China.
yeah, right. Yes, well, I mean, the Aussies are pretty good at that. We all love to get out with the caravan, find a good campsite, tour the country, get some red dust on the car.
Yeah, I mean, I think every Australian has to go around once. Come on, fucking
Mm,
definitely.
I know. I'd still like to do it in a car. I've been most places.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's worth
Yeah.
it. You got to take a year at least. I mean, it's it's not like going around England in a week. It takes a
No,
year or so to get yourself through and around this continent, and it's great. And when you hear, you just don't feel like it's that diverse because like you see just a lot of the same stuff. But actually, when you actually drive around, it is. You go through mountains and snow, which most people don't realize, and then deserts and bush and rainforest. It's pretty good.
it
I
is.
like it, but I mean, I wouldn't be satisfied if that is all I got, Campbell. I wouldn't be satisfied.
I know. No, yes. I like the international travel cultures, right? And different lands. That's what we like. And
Yeah,
interesting foods and
yeah,
cafes where you can smoke at while you're having a
yeah.
coffee.
They're the best. But mate, it's only cafes here in Australia we can't do that. By the way, everyone, just saying, just saying.
No,
Except at the Tartaria Australia cafe, you can most fucking definitely smoke absolutely 100%. And anyone who's got a problem with that, suck it up, bitches. We're going back to the communal smoking. It's my dream
mhm.
anyway. And my dream's pretty big, so you better gather your energy, people who deny that concept as excellent. We'll have a
Yeah,
little non-smoking section out the back somewhere.
yeah.
Okay.
We gotta get all that snake poison out of us, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, Cam, good day, man. Like, fuck, well, it's been quite a week. Quite a week since our last show, lots has happened.
A lot has happened. Yes, it's crazy. A lot has happened, and we're literally a week away from being a quarter of the way through 2026.
Yes, we are quarter of the
Is
way through.
well, or the actual start, as we're talking about for
Or the
Like April
beginning.
1st, right? Is that the first day of the year?
Who knows where we are in the calendar? Who knows? All we know is that it's a quick and speedy time here on planet Earth. How do they say planet anymore?
Oh,
Planets.
yes.
It's kind of like when I say the
Planet
word
Earth.
planet, it's like retro. It's like a vintage,
It's
like
really,
vintage concept.
you need it on, on an
Planet
80s style
Earth.
t-shirt, right?
Look at teeth going white, you're going black. Anyway, yeah, so wow. Well, last show we had it was a confessional show. I mean, I was confessing a story and putting it out there and exposing it to the community and just sort of like seeing what everyone's thoughts and fucking excellent, everyone. Thank you for your feedback. We got flooded by emails and heaps of comments on the show, and there was a
Yep,
little survey on the internet and on the website, and it was like, yeah, we got
a
heaps
lot,
of feedback.
a
Yep.
lot. And kind of split, but I think over the time it became quite clear that, definitely most people didn't like the word fellowship, especially because it had the word ship in it. I mean, when you said it, I was thinking of like the Fellowship of the Ring, like Tolkien,
Yeah, of course that's what we were
that kind
thinking.
of thing, but it is tied to a lot of religious stuff, and obviously ship is maritime. So, yes, thanks for your feedback. We are now wondering what to do, I
Well,
guess.
actually, Campbell, I made a decision last night that I'm just like proposing here and to you live.
Okay.
Because when we did it, and and like the whole Edith Singe story, it was like, it was the first time TA has been like connected to any stickiness, like ever, could ever. And so it was really, I actually went from, and I feel like I'm yelling because my mic might be too loud, but it's all good. Sorry if I'm piercing anyone's
No,
ears.
you're
We
good.
try.
No, you're not too loud.
Okay. So after the show last week, I actually decided, got the pulse to go out into the bush by myself for
Mhm.
a couple of days of solitude and silence, and just tune into, what was going on for me. And I had the fortunate moment of moments before I left the house, I aligned with Asta, our Ghostbuster, who had aligned us with this amazing Maori healer who's
Yes,
been in
Janie.
Australia.
Janie might be watching. Hello,
Yep.
Janie.
Hey, Janie. And she's been massaging the elders for the last 20 years in Australia, and she's fucking excellent, man, right? So I
Mm.
had the privilege of the combination of Asta and Janie together. And we just tuned into the whole Edith Sin situation. Won't go into it because it's a container that when you do those sorts of healings, I don't think there's benefit to sharing it, but it was all very positive. And during it, I was gifted by the grandmas who formed a circle around me in this healing space, the language of light language. And I was actually asked if I speak light language, and I said no. So when the grandmas offered it, I was like, oh, could I have the language of the whales? I would really like the language of the whales. So I actually chose the whale language, and and then took myself out into the bush, and it stormed and it was chaotic and it rained on me, and it was fantastic, and I went to a waterfall and I sat at I mean it was a really fantastic time for me. Love going into ceremony by myself. It's a rare moment that I make such a distinctive like action to do that, and yeah, it was really beneficial, but that's not the what I want to talk about tonight. Yeah, that wasn't the decision I made. All I was just pointing out, it was just a follow-up side note to the community that this is what happened to me after we had that
The, the,
show last
the
week. And
healings and massages. I got a hot rock massage, hot
mm,
rocks on my back, and lots of healing and stuff going on. Yes. And then my
yeah,
life went crazy too.
yeah.
As
Well,
you
anyway,
realize.
anyway. So last night I was sitting there thinking about the show, and I've compiled everyone's thoughts and comments, and I'm reading through them. And I was just like, well, it appears to me at this point, like, we just don't have a clear answer on that. And so let's not get caught up on it. And then I thought, you know what? Fuck it, Campbell. Like, let's just call every bloody thing that we do Tartaria Australia. I'm like, I was just like, this is so interesting to me because Edith Sind, that dream took me into wanting to find a name for the trust, which we were
Mm.
searching for. And I had that sort of like moment where I tuned in about the name of the newspaper, and I got this clear, message, change the name. And then I'm like, so what we did was throw everything up in the air, didn't we? We just like
Yeah.
throw it all up in the air, everyone. And then we got stuck by a coat, which has never happened. And then we just were like, oh, definitely throw it up in the air now. What does everyone think? How to do this decision's too big for us. Like, give it to the community. And then today I was thinking, you know what? What is the only name that exists on this realm that is not connected to absolutely anything sticky or anything at all, apart from the very name we began with, Campbell? Like, there's nothing sticky to this name. There's nothing about it apart from what we've done with it with the community for the last 6 years. It's the cleanest possible, stablest possible name and the truest name to come out of us
So
because that's what we named ourselves.
what, Tartaria Australia Trust?
At Tartaria Australia Private Members Association, at Tartaria Australia Community Newspaper, at Tartaria Australia the podcast. Was this all an exercise in just getting really clear about the fact that we've got our name and to just deal with that name because our name, that name represents everything we want it to represent. It represents that we're from Australia. That's cool, man, because we are. Otherwise, they'd have the word mate in there, you know? And it's Tartaria, which to our community represents all of the whole thing. No one else is ever going to use the name Tartaria Australia. No one else is ever going to know what it is unless they know what it is. It's like perfectly branded and hidden and clean and true.
Yes, well, I mean, yes, that's true. We have had it for 6 years now.
And it's got the word art in it.
It has got the word art in
And
it.
that's very important.
It's also got the word tart in it.
Tart, that's also very important.
Yes, tarts are yummy, right?
What else has it got in it?
It's got
Ari, Aria.
aria.
What is that? That's like a name of a famous mermaid. Oh, that's Ariel.
It's got tar in it.
Anyway, fucking Edwina, do the numbers on Tartaria Australia. Let's find out what it represents because I think we're going to keep the damn name. And not only keep it at this point, I think we're going to friggin' own it and own it hardcore. And it's going to just be the name. It's going to be the name unless we rendezvous with a moment, within the community, within a moment, and a better name appears to us all.
All right.
While we're doing something true to
Hmm.
Tartaria Australia.
Yeah, well, let us know your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Should we just
See,
keep Tartaria Australia, the name you all know and love?
yes.
Because yeah,
Because
because we need to know, like, we need to know this, right? Because we're sort of stuck again until we
well, I'm
have
not
a name.
stuck.
We can't register all these trusts and things, right? They all
I'm
need
not
a
stuck.
name.
Are you stuck out there, people? I'm not stuck. Campbell, are you stuck? Is anyone stuck out there? I just think it's obvious now that I've looked at it like this. It's obvious. And it was so cool, Cam, because you know what this whole discussion did? Like it actually, and it's so cool. It literally focused the entire community on a deeper moment in time with the trust. You literally, as a community, you actually thought about it deeper. You thought about it deeper. You thought about everything deeper for just a minute, just a moment in time. You all thought about it deeper. You all held the vision deeper. You just deepened the realization of this timeline. And we didn't even try. This is what happened. That's cool. That's fucking cool.
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah, no, definitely. We've got everyone's thinking about it, focusing on it. Hmm.
All right, you know what else happened that was really cool because of this moment with Edith Singh is that because I was given that name to the answer of looking for one, I was able to begin. So I was able to start with the art. Like without the name, I wouldn't have started, and the name gave way to the birth of that beautiful like
But
emblem that I love that I created, and that came out so quick, and then the song came out so quick, and then the artwork just poured out of me. That name facilitated the unfolding of the invitation, which you all have in your hand now. That's what the name did.
yes, yes. And if you don't have the newspaper, the Tartaria Australian newspaper, you won't know what we're talking about. But there's, what is it, eight or so big pictures in the middle,
Yeah,
10.
yeah, yeah. You did get
Eight.
a copy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The visualization of what the trust will ultimately create, right?
So I think amazing because nothing's a coincidence. So whether or not it led us down the path of a sticky culture, which it did, which is already enough. That was enough. It could only be that. It could have only been
Oh,
a sticky cult and a sordid, perverted leader that would lead us to questioning it. There was nothing else that could have come in our path that would have stopped me and stopped us from actually like going with that name for permanently. I loved it. There was nothing apart from that. And so that it aligned with that, that's enough to observe that stop again. And so last night I stopped again. And I was like, well, it's true, like the last couple of months, Cam, it's been feeling a bit like stuck, like
Mm.
because we've been in the grind of it. So we've been like organizing the live shows and getting this newspaper sorted and how to work with all the systems that support it, like Australia Post and having to handwrite things and like and scheduling all this stuff and also choosing, which is a choice we've made to turn up every Friday and do this podcast. So when Cam and I started, we didn't do that. We turned up when we had something to say.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, yeah. They were very, yeah, gosh, very random back in the day. Yeah, when was it? I think it was the start of last year, wasn't it? That we sort of said, all right, let's get serious and get regular.
Yeah. And that's like, that is a deepening of a commitment to the show and anyone who wants to watch it, that we're just like there every week, just like a good old fashioned TV show and, just rambling away. And, most of the time it relates to what you guys are going to because we're all the same. We all belong together. And so like but what the trade-off of this is that, like you only have, brilliance come through. This show holds lots of brilliance, lots of wonderful, thought-provoking, original brilliance. It runs through our whole history, but you can't schedule that every Friday. Like it just turns up when it turns up, like, I know when it turns up for me, it's never related to me looking for it. I'm just be
Mm,
doing something else and then I'll just think of something and then I'll ask myself a question, or something will happen that will make me my attention on it and I'll observe it and then it will connect to something else. Like it's not like I look for it or I do. And don't get the feeling that I read some of the comments and they're like, how crazy that Kelly's this like deep researcher and she didn't even come across it. It's part of a sticky cult. And I was like, well, yeah, actually, you've got me wrong, man. Like I'm not a deep researcher. Like I'm not a deep research. I'm not, guys. I'm not. I'm an intuitive researcher, and
mm,
I'm an original thinker. I don't have like sit here for hours and days doing deep read. I just don't have the time, and I've never done that. And I know that my brilliance personally comes from moments in the real world, not on the screen, right?
mm.
So, I mean, where does your
Yeah, well,
brilliance come
totally.
from?
Yeah, no, no, you're definitely not a researcher. I mean, and then all the ideas we talk about, like it all comes out in the show live, right?
Yeah.
And then pretty much, most of the time, all this evidence starts to just present itself to us, right? Like
Yeah.
after the fact that we talk about it, we kind of do it in reverse, right? Oh, you've frozen.
Consciousness is on it.
Oh, there
So
you
it
are.
floods through. I did.
Mm,
It's because our consciousness is on it. And so then it flows through. So it's really good like that. But the trade-off is that we're not going to be that brilliant thinkers every single fucking Friday on schedule. That is for sure.
mm,
So because we've been in that schedule, plus we've been doing the lives, and plus we've been writing the shows, and plus we've been doing the newspaper, what it feels like at this point is a bit stuck, you know? Like, because you're in the grind of it. And so that sort of, lovely, yummy, flowing intuition isn't sort of there as much. And you're doing
mm.
habitual behaviors and you're not sort of like flitting around getting inspired by, you know, like random, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. It
less,
becomes more, job-like for want of a better word. Because
yeah,
you're getting into routine, right? Rather than
yeah, for
just sort
sure.
of going randomly off what inspires you.
Yeah, for sure. So,
Mm.
and then I was like, okay, so we've been feeling a bit stuck. I reckon we've been feeling a bit stuck. Not in that we love all of this and we're doing all this, but just simply because of that. Like we're in the grind of it. And then, the world definitely feels a bit stuck, Campbell. Does the
Like
world not feel a bit stuck right now? Like,
it,
oh
it-
my,
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. After the 5, 6 years of all this researching, and everyone waking up and all this stuff coming out and rah rah rah. I think we're all getting to the point of like, are we just,
mm-hmm,
treading in the mud? Like, are we making any
fucking,
progress? What's this all about? Where's the end result? Like, what
yeah,
are we actually achieving here?
yeah.
Mm.
It's like stuck in quicksand watching the world right now. It's just like, oh my God. Like
Mm.
this is going on for so long. I don't give a shit anymore. Like it's just like that sort of like, oh my God, it's so boring. I'm so bored by it. There's nothing about it that's interesting to me right now.
It's
Just
now, it used to be
nothing.
funny at least, right? But now even the funny has got so ridiculous that it's like, oh my God, really?
Yeah, and so yeah, I used to be a bit more lighthearted and Also, like there was really fun new things to discover and chew on and have fun with. But now I feel like we've like leveled out, and there's a so to me it's feeling a bit stuck. And then of course, the eater's sinned and the cold, that's a bit stuck. Well, that's a bit sticky. That one got stuck on us.
Mm.
Something got stuck on us, which never happened. And I was thinking, well, fuck, what would I normally do in this situation? Well, normally I would just throw the whole thing up in the air and let it land where it lands and unstuck ourselves, unstuck myself. I learned long ago, long eons ago, that if you want to change a habit, like if you want to unstuck yourself from any scenario in your life, like anything that's going on, then change a really dramatic old habit. Find an old habit in you that's like the biggest old habit and fucking change it.
Yeah.
Like when I
Yeah.
first did the water fast, that was that. I changed the habit of eating and thinking that was going to kill me. That was a big fucking habit to change. I'd bang. And I wasn't expecting that or even looking for it. But yeah, one time I shaved half my head off and didn't shave the other half off it because I thought one of the oldest habits in my life, Campbell, was my hair.
The
I
hairstyle.
never
Yeah,
do anything
right.
to it. It's just such a like it is what it is every day in the morning. It does is what it is. It's the real hair. And I've just always kind of worn it the same. So I thought, well, that's a
Wow.
very old habit. That's a weird habit. I wonder by changing that habit, what would it unstuck in my neuro pathways? Because it's such an old, inane habit, right?
Mm. Wow. You're not going to ask me to cut my hair off, hey, Cal?
No, man. Fuck no. Whoa. When was the last time have you ever cut your hair off?
I have about 3 times in my life, and
Yep.
then just let it grow straight back, basically. But yeah, I have.
And when you cut your hair off, did anything significant change in your life, Campbell?
I'm just trying to think. The last time was like, it's got to be over 20 years ago, probably. Because I can't remember if anything big changed.
Mm. Anyway, I
Definitely
think
my,
if
my
we
smartness
hypnotized you,
went
we could
downhill.
if we hypnotized you, I bet you would find some massive, significant changes. You're just not
Yeah,
recalling right now.
there
Because
probably
a
would
big
be.
habit. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It is a big
Hmm.
habit.
So,
Yes.
I mean, but basically the point is that you can get out of any stuckness by changing something like that that's really inane and that's just like really old in your life. That you're really good at pulling a plug out of a situation. Because yeah, anyway, we won't go into the details of any of those. But yeah, it's a good conversation to have at some point about how stuck
Mm,
in the mud
yeah, yeah,
everything is right
yeah.
now. Mm,
Breaking the habit. What does Dr. Joe call it? Breaking the habit of being yourself.
yeah, yeah,
Get those deep deep subconscious programs and rip them up.
rip them up, man. Yeah, well, so anyway, so having chucked it all in the air, which is what happened with the whole namings of things, and all came from me naming to change the name of this and change the name of that, and let's find a new name over here, and we need a new name again. Then I just like, well, this is all feeling stuck now. When I read everyone's responses, I loved hearing everyone's thoughts, but they were like pretty much fitty fitty. And then I'm like, well, that's feeling stuck. We can't you do either of those pathways. Both of them are out, so like it has to be something. And then when I said both of those are out, and I kind of like did this, like, and I just went, threw it all up in the air. And by the time it all landed in my imagination on the floor of my brain, all that was left was Tartaria Australia. And I was like, yes, that is the truth. Just saying, Campbell.
Uh,
Anywho,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it does kind of make sense, doesn't it?
were you excited about having some new names? Were you excited about that?
I was, yeah. I mean, because this all came from when you asked the question, how do we get this newspaper in front of more people, right? Get it out there and turn it into a thing, like a proper community. And you got the answer straight away, change the name.
Mm-hmm.
And we sort of thought, well, Tartaria is restrictive, Australia is restrictive. It is a kind of seems like a restrictive name, right? But then again, look at, Baskin Robbins, right? Like, what the hell does that mean? Well, that's a massive company, right? And there's a lot of those types of things around where the name doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? To do with
That's right. That's
the
isn't
company or
that the
whatever.
founders? The
So
names of the founders?
the name of the what?
The founders
The founders.
of Baskin and Robbins.
Do I know their names? Oh, is it their
No, I'm
names?
saying it's their names.
It probably could be, yes. So, but it's got
Yeah.
nothing. It's got nothing to do because what do
You
they
just give us
sell?
like some rambly English Baskins and Robbins.
You couldn't hear
Baskins
what
and
you say.
Robbins, like one
But
word.
do they sell ice cream though? So it's got nothing to do with their product, I don't think. But
Yeah,
there
yeah,
must be.
yeah.
Is that what they sell? I don't even know.
No, it doesn't.
That there must be other. But you know what I mean.
Yes.
You get
Are
that?
you stoned? Campbell stoned?
No. No. Why?
It's funny stoner conversation. Don't you reckon? That whole thing. I think everyone watching would think that was a pretty funny stoner conversation.
It's a
I'm
funny
not either, by the
conversation.
way.
Yes,
Anyway,
it
yes, move on.
is a
So the
bit of a
point
funny
is,
conversation. Yes. What's the point?
the point is that Tartaria Australia doesn't have no, because after it landed in Tartaria Australia, it landed in front of me, and I was like, excellent. I feel like that's back to the truth, clear and true, and no one can paraphrase us. We just you can't really paraphrase us out there in the world. Like we're just too original, you know. I just and like I think that is true of originality by its nature. Originality is the nature of nonsense. And when you go with the nature of nonsense, you're not replicatable, you know? So that's a cool thing about it. But anyway, as I landed it down and there it was, and I was like, duh. And then I was like, well, you know what? You know what, Cam? Like the best thing to do when you're feeling stuck and when the world's feeling stuck is you gotta like do the whole point of the trust and have fun again and do adventures again and come together and have fun and do adventures. Like that's how you get unstuck, right? And the whole premise of the trust and the private members association is to get unstuck for the rest of the 50 years you have left. Is to literally get
Mm,
unstuck. Is to have adventure and have fun. And, put one foot and step it in front of the other and just, have a dream and action it.
mm,
Want to do an airship? Let's dream it and let's action it. So there's two parts. You got to dream it and you got to action it,
mm,
right? That's how you
mm.
get unstuck. So I thought, well, fuck, man, Tartaria Australia should be the very embodiment of that. It should embody that. So, like, what you and I should be doing this year is getting as unstuck as possible. The recording studio is a good start. Hiring a studio, hiring a engineer, calling out the musicians. We don't know if anyone's coming. Call them
No.
to the recording studio and trust that in this, from here to now, they've written amazing songs that are all coming out of this community, all for this community, songs for this community. And they come, and they actually come, even though we're at the peak of a worldwide fuel crisis. And our petrol is like so expensive, and we like it costs us like $5,000 to drive to Blue Mountains. And yet they come and they carpool and they catch the train and they come. And then out of that comes this the most amazing thing. Like in 2 days, raw and rough, and musicians that have never played with each other, and they come and they do something real.
Mm.
Like back in the old days when you'd get those pirated records, and they were just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
shitty recordings of a live event, and it ends up on a vinyl. You buy it as merchandise. Remember those days?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, if you're a musician, yeah, we're doing the Blue Mountains and we've hired a recording studio and you need to come down and play music. And I'm wondering, do we need to start a group so they can chat to each other? Because it would be good if they turned up and all at least knew one or two songs that we're going to play, right? That would
Yeah,
be
go on.
cool.
Name your song, Campbell. Name it right now, here and
Well, when we
now.
were driving back from Rockhampton, we were listening to a few Australiana
What's
type
the
songs, weren't
yes? Well,
we? Like,
obviously, give me a home among the fucking gum trees. That is like a
yeah,
no-brainer, everyone.
yeah. And I am Australian, we listened to, and I still call Australia home. We didn't listen to Australiana. What was that guy's name? Remember that comedy thing? Ostentatious.
No.
Remember?
Oh, him.
Australiana.
I don't remember
I
him.
gotta go, Anna, and all those
I
kind
was
of
thinking of Young
jokes.
Einstein. What was Young Einstein? That was like an Aussie classic. What was that? What was that, Campbell,
Yahoo
my little pub rocker?
Serious. The
Yes,
act.
Yahoo
Yeah,
Serious.
he's
But what was
serious.
the song? What was the
Oh,
song?
that was Great Southern Land, wasn't it? That was
Was
in
it
that.
Great Southern Land?
Ice
No.
House. Yeah, that was in that. There was a
There
few.
was one song that became
Um,
famous from that
rock and roll
movie.
music. Just
How's
let
that
me
go?
play some of that rock and roll
No, I don't
music.
think it was that.
Oh, well, I had lots of songs. That was definitely in it. Great Southern Land was definitely in it when he was walking across the desert. I don't know. Let us know, guys. What song
By
we
the
missing?
way, everyone, this is something you don't know about Campbell, but he has this like, he loves Australian music from the 80s and 90s, man. He's got this music thing that goes on and like, and you know, if you're ever going to do karaoke, just let him choose songs. And he chooses the fucking, he's so pub rock. He's so Australian pub rock. This man looks Australian pub rock. Does he not look like a old rock star from the fucking 80s pop scene? No, fucking bar scene, pub scene in Australia. Fuck yeah, he's so good. Just saying it's one of your super talents that no one knows about. So anyway, you just chew on the Young Einstein fucking Yahoo
Mm,
crazy song because I want to remember that anyway. So anyway, yes, what Campbell's suggesting is we choose a couple of songs which we'll put on the we'll put in the invitations emails that we send out soon. And maybe if you want, you can like have a go at getting familiar with those songs if you wanna. And
mm.
if you don't wanna, that's cool with me too.
Or
And
do we need to
anyway, we
start
don't
up
know
a
if anyone's
group?
turning up.
Like, let us know,
Oh,
musicians. And like, yeah, I know, right? Another WhatsApp group to add to our
yeah.
12 million we already have. Well, I just thought that might be good, right? Then they can chat
It
to
is
each
good,
other.
Campbell. It
They
is
can,
good. You're right.
of course, it's
Campbell's
good.
right.
So, if you're a musician, I don't even want to say it because it'll give us more work. Write us an email and tag it musician, and that way we can put you all into a group and you can talk to each other. You have to give us your phone number, I guess, if you're on WhatsApp. I don't know how that is. That how it
Yeah,
works?
just send us an email. Send us an email if you want to be on that WhatsApp group, tartariaaustralia@gmail.com, and let us know. And that'd be exciting for us to know because at this point we don't know if anyone's come. Or Felice is forced to come. You know, I hope you're watching this,
Oh,
Felice. You're literally leading this. You don't know this yet, of course, but you're in charge of this. The
yes.
reason we're
Well,
at the Blue Mountains is because Felice was the first musician to send us an actual song for Tartaria Australia. And she was the first one, and she lives in the Blue Mountains. So that is why we are heading towards the fucking Blue Mountains and getting a recording studio there
yeah.
because
No
Felice
pressure at all,
began the whole thing.
FLEs.
There's so much pressure. Anyway, Campbell, do you know what's something funny?
What's that?
That background I made you today, it makes you look like you're on Tartaria money. It looks like a currency behind you. And you're like in the picture,
Wow.
like usually where the presidents are.
Let's start our own
That
Tartarian
is so
money then.
funny. How funny is that? I hadn't even seen that. I'm just saying because
How will they
that's
normally look?
hilarious. That's a good sign, isn't it, for the topic at hand right now? That if we
Yeah,
keep the name, that it's going to flow with gold and riches and allow us to do crazy things like buy that building in that. The reason, if this is a Tartarian currency, money, then that building behind you, we must have bought it and we must have decided to excavate it.
excavate it.
And
Yes,
we must have uncovered this, and our great children get to sit there and look down at the amazing kingdom we revealed. And then on the other side, Campbell, well, that's like the what is
octopussy.
that? That's the what's
That's
the
an
other side?
octopus.
I mean,
That's
there's crystals
the
behind
great
you.
deep. That's the black goo.
Yeah, that's the other side of the story.
Yeah,
We encased and imprisoned in crystals.
yeah, exactly. It's
And it
imprisoned.
can no longer affect the realm. This is why it's all on this Tartaria note. This must have a high worth, this note.
I
This
think
sounds
so.
like, yeah.
Yeah, man. We could gold back it, or we could back it with something just really like trees. I don't know, something that's actually worth more, right?
All right. Well, so anyway, there I was thinking, like, we've got all these amazing things that we can do now because if we throw it all up and make the whole purpose towards this great unfolding of the legacy that we're going to pass down the lineages and create a whole new culture, like before we get there and hold the responsibility of that creation, because that creation is going to last thousands of years. That creation is going to give birth to lineage and bloodlines and a new culture. That creation of ours, the one that we're going to end up with and in and building this community here, That's going to be the one that's like got the highest reverence and becomes literally the first embodiment of this consciousness, our community into their bloodlines and what that looks like in a few generations. You pretty fucking, I mean, project everything we believe and everything we know, project it 3 generations down the line. Imagine what they're going to be as a result of all of what we are and we know.
Mm.
So
Well,
it's
there's
a,
so many skills out there, right? And we all know what needs to be changed, like it's literally creating everything at the end, right? New education systems or, however that looks, new ways to, gather and use energy and, to create food and art and all this stuff, right? It's got to be started. Everyone talks about the new earth and this is our solution, right? Like you just said, you
yes.
have the dream and then action.
Well, you see, Cam, this whole thing with It Is Singe has been fantastic because what it's done is made me realize that we got stuck on something stuck on us. We were feeling stuck. The world, we have to throw it all up in the air again, which means we have to let it fall as it falls. And the way to do that is to be in the art of Tartaria. We've literally said the word art now since the day we started saying Tartaria. You've literally said ta art, ta art. You know, you've been saying art over and over and over and over. The path towards Tartaria, the one we built,
You
the one
sounded
that
like a bird.
Tartaria. Yeah, well,
To art, to art.
hmm. Maybe a new bird will appear. So, like for us, since we all started talking about the word Tartaria, we've literally been saying the word art for all this time. So the way to our version of Tartaria, because we have now studied, insanely studied the most beautiful realms. We've studied the most beautiful cultures. It's
Mm.
infused in us. And this
Yeah,
whole
man.
journey forward, the whole way towards it to become it again is in the dreaming, which and the action of the dreaming is the art, the
Mm.
creativity, the creation of things, like things, mad, wonderful, marvelous things that you would never normally do. Like as a
Right.
podcast community, decide to hire a recording studio and hope
Mm.
someone turns up to make an amazing vinyl record with us,
Yeah.
or
See
the
what
Jolly fucking
happens.
Swag Tour,
Yeah,
or you
well,
build your own venue. What?
it won't happen any other way. And it's art, R-I, A. Art, R-I. That's good. Um,
Art, R,
we
I.
we are
Yes.
we are art. A. Yeah, I want to build a hobbit house, like an underground hobbit house. Like I've been
He
watching
wants
some of
it.
those
He
when they
wants
build
one.
cool houses, cob. I mean, just the building, right? Like the amount of the types of buildings we could create would be so cool.
That is so cool.
They wouldn't have square corners and all this uniformity
Unless you wanted to work on.
unless you want them
And
to.
also they'd be up in trees, right? Of course.
Yeah, Ewok
Going up.
villages. Yeah, underground bunkers. Yeah,
Going
they're not
down.
just for the billionaires. Let's build our own. If we dig down far enough,
Ours won't be called bunkers though. Ours
no,
will be the Hobbit village.
the
Will
the
the
hob
Hobbit homes will be the undergrounds. Beautiful and enchanting and wonderful and one of our
the
favorite
habitat.
places. Yes. So I mean, but Cam, to get to that, for our community to decide to get to that, for us truly to make a decision in our souls and hearts to decide to do that, to create that and know the epicness of Lord of the Rings isn't lost. It's just lost to the dreaming. It's the dreaming. So as we have not filled in our dreams and lost our dreams and like send them off into the universe, I call them lovable lost things.
Lovable lost scenes.
Things, lovable
Things.
lost things. Those dreams are your lovable lost things. All the weird little things you thought to yourself, that would have been cool if I'd done that. Like create a vinyl record, even though I was born in 2002. Like that would have been cool if I wrote that book, or that would have been cool if I'd gone and checked out the Blue Mountains in the snow and some hot chocolate and the rest of the crew. That'd have been cool if I had done, you know what I mean? They are your lovable lost things.
Mm. Yeah, well, I mean, that's a very good question, right? I mean, look what most people do. They work in a job they don't want to do, then they retire, and they still don't do their dreams most of the time. But then every now and again, you see some crazy weirdo out there who's left and he's followed his dreams or hers and created some amazing house or castle or built their own island that floats on garbage bags.
Yeah. Yeah.
All this kind of stuff, right? They're out there, and that's the only difference. Is they had a dream and they went, well, bugger it, I'm going out and taking action, right? That
And there's
really,
like there's
mm,
amazing people who like their dream is to learn how to talk to animals, and then they go and do like an animal psychic communication course, and then you see like a video of them and they're having a full-blown conversation with a lion, and then like it's amazing, and they're just like everyone's crying, and you watch it and you can't help but cry. I love that.
mm,
They're cool dreams.
yeah.
Well,
Did you see the one about the dolphin that's going around about some guy who got kidnapped by dolphins and they made him build things underwater? It's very strange.
no, but you could probably show it to me.
Yeah,
Um,
it was very weird. But anyway, we're
so
getting off track.
like,
Yes, what do you want to do? Talk to animals? Build a castle?
yeah, I mean.
Create free energy systems? Just go and
Doesn't
paint a
always have
big
to be
picture?
big. You
Hmm.
could have littler things. But either way, the
Oh, oh no.
lovable lost things around each and every one of us. We are all in an orbit of lovable lost things. And we've just been sitting in this orbit of lovable lost things probably our whole lives, you know? And occasionally we reach out and we find something and we reclaim it and we re-own it and we re-become it. And we occasionally do that. But for the most part, there's a lot of lovable lost dreams out there. And then the other beautiful thing about this, Cam, is that we ourselves are the lovable lost things. We are the lovable lost things. Hmm.
Yes.
We are. We fucking are.
Of course. Yeah, no, of course we are, because we're all lost.
We've all been so lost and we're just all, we are love.
Mm. Well, yeah, how do you learn who you truly are unless you're out in an environment with other truly human, beings, right?
Well,
Like you
I'm
don't
going
get to those things if you're in the system and running around or running away from it even, you know.
go and say it. Just say it one time for me, Cam. Say it.
What? Tartaria Australia
No,
Trust.
no, no. I am,
I am art.
I am a lovable lost thing.
I am a lovable lost thing.
I mean, come on, you guys all went, yeah, you are, Cam. Yeah, you are. You're like a lovable lost thing. You're like my favorite.
I'm your favorite one, am I? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
you're the
yeah.
favorite lovable lost thing.
Oh, thanks. Um, yeah, I mean, why else are we doing this, right? If not to find ourselves in the real world and to make change, like what are we doing? It's definitely
It's,
action time, right? And you're so right. Like we've got to start looking at this not realistically, right? Imaginationally, I guess. Because
yeah,
this is the thing, it's like everyone says, we're the creators, we create reality. And I say it a lot, right? And I say they just get our attention, so we create their reality for them, right? But either we are creators or we're not, right?
well, we
And if
are.
we are, then what are we doing? What are we creating?
And
What are we
let's
using that power for?
let's not fuck around the bush about this, Like the more specific way of saying it is not we are creative beings or we are creator beings. It is we are the earth.
Well, we are the creation and the creators, right?
We're the earth.
We're the earth.
We're the fucking earth, man. That's what it is. That's what we are the creators mean. That's what it means. We are the earth.
Hmm. Which is hard, right? Just put the H at the front.
Yeah, there it is again. There it is again. The
There it is.
path to back to the dreaming, the path out of the nothingness. It all leads through art,
Yeah,
art, art, art everywhere. So,
art in heart, art in Tartaria, man.
yep. And so then I was thinking, like we as a podcast, well, you and me as Tartaria Australia, have to just keep moving forward and doing really weird, random, wonderful, marvelous, beautiful things, right? And that means that the podcast, what we do every Friday, is going to be full of wonderful, beautiful, magical things to talk
Mm,
about that's going to move us all closer through the creation to the very end goal here, which
yeah.
is the lineage, the legacy, right? The legacy, the new culture of lovable lost things are finding themselves again, and suddenly together they're not lost. They're just lovable. Campbell. And that, in essence, is what I've been searching for my whole life. To simply belong. Hmm? To
Mm.
belong.
Yeah, to belong. It's definitely to belong. To feel like you belong, right? And that you're valid and all your thoughts and actions and creations are valid, right? This is, I don't think it's what we want. I think it's what we need as humans, right? I think it's our natural state.
And the very wound of this realm is that we all have lost that sense of belonging. And,
Mm,
and it's because the world is so not of that. So,
mm.
in order to
Well,
belong, we have to claim ourselves and we are the lovable lost things. And then the lovable lost things come together and they have heaps of fun and adventures together, like a fucking Eden Blyton fucking
the,
fairy story, like the wishing
the
tree in
secret
Enchanted Forest.
seven,
Yes, all of those wonderful stories
the
where
famous
anything
father.
was possible. The
Yes,
faraway
moon
tree.
face, the faraway tree. That's it.
Yes. And as we move through our process with the faraway tree, the rest is just going to fall into place because right now, Campbell, you have just designed the very first note of Tartaria Australia community. And it's fucking excellent. That's cool. That's just a weird and cool thing. All
Mm,
right. So
yeah.
you're jiving with all that so far?
Am I driving?
Jiving, jiving, my friend.
Driving?
Jiving.
Driving. Am I driving? Is that what you
Jiving with a J.
Jiving. Oh
Oh my
God.
God, see this? Come on, you swear to God, guys, this does sound like we're having a stoner conversation right now. Like
Jiving.
this sounds, but we're not. You know what it is? We're full of childlike innocence because we're on the right path, the
Well,
uncorrupted path.
yeah. I mean, and that's, one other big message, with the other names is people saying, own it, just own it, as far as, the fellowship one. But I mean, yeah, we can put that on Tartaria, right? And just own it. Even though it's
Okay.
weird and no one knows what it means and it
Yeah,
connects
but
us to conspiracy theorists.
we are all those things, though.
But,
We're all those
but
things.
yeah, yeah,
We are
and
all
that's
weird,
kind of its strength, right?
attracted to
So,
conspiracy theories. We
mm,
are the lovable lost things.
well, then what about the lovable lost things trust? No, let's just not confuse it.
No,
Well, yeah,
but it's
I
true.
mean,
And the lovable lost things, the only way they find, you know what their doctrine is? You know what their sacred laws are? Do you know what the one sentence that sums up their sacred law?
no, but I'm sure you will tell me.
I will, Cabell, because I had a very good conversation with myself the other night. And this is not a new phrase for me, but it's a phrase that I invented a long time ago. The lovable lost things, only spiritual law is the nature of nonsense.
The nature of nonsense. Hmm.
Oh my gosh, doesn't it encapsulate everything perfectly? In nature, hello, the earth, which is what we are, and nonsense, which is in no sense, which is innocence, which
Hmm.
is where you get your intuition and your imagination from.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. It also means to perceive the world without your five senses, right? No sense.
Ah, yes.
Nonsense.
It's all falling into
Yes.
place, Campbell.
Yes. I've got one as well. Belonging, right? The longing to be is what that
Longing
is.
to be.
The longing to be. That's belonging.
Yep, that's right.
Well,
And of
that's the
course,
answer,
if
I
you can't
guess.
find what it is you're longing to be, you have to make it up and imagine it and play. And then if you still don't know what you're longing to be,
Yes. No. Well, I agree. Well,
you need to build
and
it from
if
scratch.
if you even if you don't know, right, you just will go in a direction and see what happens. Like, yes,
All right.
like I
So
did. That's how I ended up in Melbourne.
That's right.
This all happened in 2 days, right?
That's
And here I
right.
am.
Yes.
Why? Well, you'll have to
And I'm
tune
cheering
in
you along,
next
my
week to
brother. I'm
find out.
cheering you along. So, so, all right. So that's a good board meeting. Hello, community. Follow up. But there's more because I have
Wait,
one last
there's more.
epiphany. These
What's
are all very simple things so far, but amazing, magnificent, wonderful. And so, by the way, if you have a golden ticket in your hands, can you please scratch it? All right. Side note. So, this is what else I realized, Cam. I don't know if you guys know this out there. I know because we put on a good effort, but this is a tiny little engine. Tartaria Australia is a tiny, teeny tiny little engine
little
that
engine that
exists
could?
somewhere in the corner of the internet. And it's a teeny tiny engine, right? And so it may not feel that way because we're good at the grind and, we've like made some creative decisions and followed them through and taken action and, but it's a teeny tiny little engine with a teeny tiny little flame. And I
Yes.
thought, you know what? Wouldn't it be fucking amazing if from this show onwards, you guys out there raised your friggin' hands and actually put your hand up and volunteered a skill or a service or a friggin' random thought or a moment in time or something that you could help us create this community generated engine. Like imagine if there was people out there in our community listening to this right now who are like really good deep researchers, which is not me, really, and who could do video production, right, and stuff, and like you put your hands up and joined us as a community sourced, mind blowing documentary on the ocean series. Like if we actually could produce the ocean series so that it like fucking was mind blowing, and we had all these amazing researchers from the community like deep diving on every freaking point we've intuitively put together, and then we put it together in a 2 hour feature and release it into the world. Like, I mean, that's pretty fucking cool. And like all that is so possible, but like not with this teeny tiny engine that we are because we're at capacity, right? So, all right, do you have something excited you'd like to say about that? Because I'm about to hit a rant. Sorry, everyone, if you think I'm taking over. My apologies. It's just the right time for it.
Right,
So
right.
speak, Campbell, before I continue.
No, no, yes. No, I agree. We're definitely overworked. We've got a lot on the thing and we've got people who have now come on board and, are helping us regularly. And that's because that's what they did, right? They were always there at all these shows. They made contact, they offered services and things and now they make up our teeny, tiny, teeny, like little tiny
Yes.
team.
We have a Ghostbuster. We
Yep.
have the marvelous Helen, who I've just labeled our CEO.
Our CEO,
And
yeah.
we've got Edwina, our amazing fucking tour manager.
Yep.
That's our team.
That's our team.
So, but my God, what an amazing little engine that Ghostbuster clears the space so that when we do our events and we're all protected in golden light, nothing can fuck us. That's
Mm,
what she does. And she looks after Cam and I, so nothing's fucking around us, you know. And Edwina, she figures out where to put all these shows, which is actually quite hard and annoying, and has to
yes.
do battle with places that don't work out,
Sends
like
back our
Adelaide and
food and our coffees when they don't meet standards.
and Helen is of course championing the trust and the PMA with us, and there's so anyway. The point is that what stops dreams? Usually, people will say is resources, right? It's resources, money. They'll usually say money is the problem. We don't have any. We can't move
That's what we're
forward.
taught for sure. Yes, that is definitely the general accepted idea on that.
Money, yes. Yes, but that's not our problem. I mean, everything that comes out of this teeny tiny engine is what funds anything else we do. That's it. It never gets, it's like it funds this thing. So, but money isn't the problem. And it's not the true value. The true value of our community right now is capacity. That is the true fucking value. And until we as a community realize this and actually action it, that the power is in our capacity, nothing other than that, our capacity, then we will start our journey towards this legacy. Like that's when we will begin. when we realized that like the magic in all this, the true wealth that we have right now, the true wealth is fucking capacity. So, Cam, like that's a fucking amazing realization because we now like I'm just putting the vision out there about the documentary on the ocean series. That'd be really cool. What if we had people in the all right, what if we did a writing retreat in nature, kind of glamping. And then at night around the campfire, we did creative exercises together. And then that we produced and we published the first thing that came out of that writing retreat. Wouldn't that be nice that we're not there like in party mode, we're there in creative silence and creativity. That would be fun. And
Mm.
then we publish and then we create a publishing house because we've just published something and suddenly we know how to do it because we've already done it. And then we have a publishing house and then we encourage the whole community to start writing, to start sending their stories, their poems, their books, their thoughts, all that stuff. Because when we hit the legacy, when we hit the new culture we're going to build with our hands, we're going to build a grand library. And we
Yeah.
don't want it full of their knowledge. We don't want it full of their books. My God, no. We want it full of your books. We want it full of your knowledge and your skills and your information and your remedies. That's what we want it full of. So, like, why wouldn't we, if we had capacity, people putting up their hands and saying yes to that, I can help, I can offer this or this or this. I've got this skill or this skill, this skill. We could do all that.
Mm.
I mean,
Yes,
Cam.
yes. And offering, yeah, ideas that we haven't thought of, right, as well. Like, because everyone's got their own little wisdoms out there, their own little
Yes,
dreams, and everyone's got a skill. Like, it's interesting. Every time we did the volunteer weekends, whenever we come up with a problem, against a problem, we're like, what do we do? Someone would just turn up with all the tools needed and all the knowledge, and we'd just keep going. It was interesting. Right? That happened
yes.
quite a few times.
Because the capacity of people is the true fucking wealth.
I remember, who was that guy's name? I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. But remember one morning we walked out and I was supposed to put the roof on the veranda by myself because there was no
Andrew,
one else there, and I'm going, all night. How am I going to do this? And I walked out in the morning and there's just some random dude sitting at the fire. He's
not
like,
that
"Hi,
random.
I've come to help."
Yeah, man, that was Andrew, and he
Crazy.
he drove
Anthony, is
down
it?
from
Yes.
work in the one moment he had off in that whole fortnight, and he'd
Yeah.
come
Made the
and
effort,
yes,
came
fantastic,
down, and we did the roof. It was perfect timing, and
perfect. And
yeah.
Campbell's never forgotten that story, Andrew. Just so you know, it's imprinted on him. He's told me this story a few times.
Mm,
It moved him.
it was great.
Yeah. So, if we understand as a community that in order to get to the legacy, the whole point of this whole unraveling for the next 50 years, then we as a group must understand our capacity, which means you as a community have to like put your hands up and you can offer anything because whatever you offer will connect into some idea that we have, and that's the nonsense. That's the nature of nonsense. That whatever gets offered, whoever puts up their hand with whatever randomness will end up generating something because Cam and I will say, yes, let's do that weird thing. How interesting. The only thing that ever stops us is discapacity, you know? So, like, the more
Mm,
hands up, the more people wanting to work on the ideas with us, the more people putting in their input and their skills, the bigger the capacity, the greater the outcome.
yes, well, obviously, totally. Yeah, no, it is true, right? Like we've put a lot of hours into this and everything that we've done, but it's pretty much always just been, me and Cal, right?
Yeah,
Driving along with a ute with like 2 ton of wood
I
on the
love
on
that.
the roof that we'd picked up from random places.
Yep, hiring
Um,
dunnies.
yeah, hiring Donnies, yes, yes,
Yep.
getting yeah, like all that stuff. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like much more could be done much faster if there was more capacity, right?
And
More
so much more
hands, more
brilliant.
minds, more
Mm-hmm.
men and
Mm-hmm.
women in there. Mm.
Absolutely, absolutely, right? So, there's I mean, imagine the newspaper. We don't need to change the fucking name. We just need more capacity. We need more energy, more help. Like we need to like make some, is anyone out there a comedian that would like to come down and make some funny skits with us to record, make a video? Is anyone a video person to make some videos and then we can like make Facebook ads or whatever ads because all of our people are on Facebook. So it's easy for us. We don't have all the new ones. We don't have to do them. on Facebook? And like, is anyone out there good at that sort of stuff? And like, then could we do this really cool stuff? And could we like come up with some really witty, like 5 minute commercial that all of our podcasting friends from around the world would play on the front of all their shows for us and like really get the word out that way and show the fun and show the reverence towards uniting with the rest of us around the world and how amazing the newspaper could be if it was like bigger and every issue you got this like really amazing input from around the whole world. Like, wouldn't that be just so cool?
Mm.
Like, the writers and then maybe there's some graphic designers out there that want to come and work with me and I'll just give you sections and we'll just have this really weird publication all designed all differently until it becomes something completely original. Like
Yeah, yeah.
all that's stopping us is capacity.
Capacity, yeah. Cartoonists as well. We've been looking for cartoonists.
Love
We've had a
them.
couple turn up. And the Mad, we were looking at the Mad magazine on the back page where you can fold it in, like that kind of art, if
Yes.
anyone knows
Who
how to
can
do
do
that,
that? Who can
because
make
we
us a
haven't worked
mad
that out
magazine?
yet. 3D images, anyone know how to do that easily? Of course, we have had people. We've got Reese, who I'm getting back to you this week, Reese, who has approached us. He met me at the tip when we were throwing some stuff away, and he offered his services with camera work and stuff. So, thank you to everyone who has offered services because there's definitely been, a few over the years, but not, yeah. It's never been, apart from, I guess, the volunteer weekends where people came to specifically do things. There hasn't been a lot of projects, right, where we've got involved and done something. So that's what we can do. We
But
just
we've
need
already
to,
got
we need to know
some,
what it is.
and we've already got some we could really like start to make a marvelous and wonderful and beautiful way beyond our capacity, which is the newspaper. Handing the podcast over in that way as well, like what the podcast could really become. And then handing over, the work on the little dreams throughout the live of it. Just like all the little bits that like I would love for us to build the most amazing general store that we bring to every live event. And in this general store is marvelous things that people have invented or made and created, and they've worked with us, and I've worked out how to produce them en masse. And we've just got this amazing thing that unrolls every live event. You guys would love that. You guys would literally love having all that genius there all to play with and buy and own and take away. Like, I'd love that, but that's capacity. T-shirts and
Mm,
fashion, love that, but capacity.
mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, if you don't know, Kelly has a full-time job, I guess. It is a job right now, a charity that you started. I'm pretty busy. I've got other channels I need to run so I can feed myself. So it's not like this is all we do, right? And we're just hanging around, thinking of ideas. What we do. Like Kelly, before this, you've literally been gone. Well, you drove me to the airport at what 8 o'clock this morning after you'd already dropped Charlie at school and all this kind of stuff, and you only just stopped when we started recording this. You just sat down, so you still haven't stopped, and that's an average day for you almost, isn't it?
Yeah, but like it's so, like is there anyone out there that has a printing company or can work with us to make some kick-ass fucking bumper stickers and is there anyone who can like help us with like other random things like that and or t-shirts, we're bored with the t-shirts. I want to expand the fashion. I want to make some more cool shit there and is there designers out there? Is there people who do screen printing? I mean, there's so much cool shit. And, does anyone want to get involved with the live events? Like right now, the capacity is that, we've got Edwina booking and organizing, and Campbell and I rock up and sort it out and la la la. But, with like a whole team there, we could be bringing in little mini fucking festivals for Tartaria to the space and the time. Like we could be in amphitheaters out in some amazing location. Like there's so much more we could imagine with what those live events could look like because the gathering and the uniqueness is so much fun. But who's out there that wants to help?
Mm, yes. Put up your hand. Let us know. Send us an email. Are you bored? Are you bored? Do you want some excitement in your life? I mean, this is what we always talk about, right? And the thing about talking is it doesn't change anything. It's the action, right, and the dreaming and the doing something that changes something, right? So we know we meet lots of people. We know people out there and they're poor and they're like, what do I do? And I just want to hang out with cool people, or I've got this idea, or I've been meaning to write this book, or whatever. So why not do it?
They're lovable lost
Your
dreams,
lovable
lovable
lost
lost things.
things. What is your lovable lost thing?
Yeah, and the thing is, I believe, right, and I'm not the walking embodiment of this, but it's going to be my life's work, is the more you belong to something and the more you ground yourself in that belonging and the more you action and put a value on stepping into the unknown and putting your hand up, for example, and having an adventure with us and leading an idea and getting it, just participating in any capacity whatsoever. And because we'll take all randomness, don't think there's anything off the table, right? Um, when you do that, what you do for your own life is start to counteract the nothingness. Because by not belonging, we're full of nothingness. It's why our minds are so monkey crazy. It's why we can get depressed and anxious. It's why we get upset with our isolation. It's why we have never felt like we've found that thing yet. It's why we
What we
search.
scroll when we shouldn't be on social media, right? And through videos.
Yeah,
And it's just a way of getting rid of boredom, right? Of distracting yourself for a little
yeah.
bit, but doesn't it keeps you in the same spot?
Yeah, and in essence, that is the foundation of the whole truth community, is a search
Hmm.
for belonging, to understand what's happened so badly that you don't feel like you belong here. And I want
Hmm.
to talk about this way more because this is going to be a big part of the new thing I'm onto. But for this podcast, like the more you guys put your hands up and action and put a value on that unknown, that dream, that creation of service and being a part of something and offer your thing, the more you do that, the more nothing you counteract in your own life and mind and soul and spirit, which means you are starting to become the true legacy keepers, the true custodians and the true elders of this new culture that we're going to generate. Like you're going to become that because you've walked into it powerfully, you've living it, you've owned it as your wisdom, you've replaced your nothingness with new dreams, adventures, fun and unknowns. And that's just gonna just feel better and better and better, and you'll be glowing and glowing and glowing, and your light will be stronger, and your connection to earth will just start to show itself to you like you've never known before. Like it's beautiful. So, like for us, like as a community, this is so far beyond a little podcast with Campbell and I. This is a new path. By doing this, we rise as the timekeepers. You see, because when you start a dream, when you action something unexpected and unknown, it changes things. And by becoming the timekeepers, you become the true timelines. And it's like in the doing this with the intention of this community to keep growing and expanding and getting and building up a bigger engine, what we're actually doing is cementing timelines, which for us, the only
Hmm.
timeline we're interested in is the one that goes directly to our new creed, our new culture of belonging, whatever we are. Those lovable lost things together, lineage.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting way to look at timelines too, right? Like everyone's
Hmm.
going, it's a false timeline, it's a false timeline. Well, why is that? It's because we're all spending our energy focusing on what they want us to build. Of course it's false. Of course it's the wrong one because it's not us building it, right? So, and then to build something, you've got to build it. You've got to figure
Amen.
out where yeah. No, that's a good point. I agree.
Yeah, man. Wait, I'm just going to mute for 1 second while I literally yell out to Charlie to get her ass to bed. So 1 second. Hang on.
Everyone else, yell at your kids too. Tell them to go to bed. No, tell them to dream well. All right, all done. Oh,
But I've got to be cool because I'm smoking here. I'm not allowed, so I've got to be cool. Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble.
oh,
Be
okay.
cool, Kelly. I
Be
said
cool.
you could watch that nasty Johnny Depp and Pirates of the Caribbean if you so want to, but I'm gonna smoke tonight in the art room.
Now it's bedtime. Turn off the Taylor Swift. Get to bed.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, like the capacity is the real worth of this community, and it's the real currency that's going to
Mm,
lead us to the outcome that is truly the one that I know is the timeline that we're generating here. So that is all very fucking exciting, right?
Mm.
So, like, how bold are you all feeling? How ready are you all to do that? So, yeah, any skill. And just to know, this little tiny little engine, this little tiny little engine, it reminds me of the of that of Howl's Moving Castle and the and Caps. Oh, what was his name? Like Capsicum or Capsicum. Kiss Piss or Cas Piss or something. Anyway, he was a little fire that kept the
That's
whole
good.
moving castle, the little fire that kept the whole moving castle going. Well, we've started that little
What we
fire,
talked
everyone.
about.
And now, if you want to see that note that Campbell Purvis is proudly on for all time in history, that note, if you want to see that note in reality, then we have to move into some capacity building, and you guys have to take ownership of the space and put
Mm.
your fucking hands up and let's fucking go and let's do it.
Yes, I agree. I concur.
Yeah.
Yes, if not now, where, has anyone got a gold ticket in their hands? Scratch
Scratch
it.
it. I know you wanted it as a collector's item. I know you don't want to touch it, but scratch the damn thing. It'll be cooler scratched as a retro collector's item than not.
Mm. Yes, they're meant to be scratched, right? Things are meant to be used, and there's, yes, just scratch it if
And
you've
then it will
got it.
become one of your lovable lost things.
Yes,
This could be random Willy Wonka golden ticket.
and stick it on your mirror. And every morning when you brush your teeth, read it.
Read it, read it, read it. So, everyone, very exciting. So, you're going to go onto the website if you're interested. Two ways to put your hand up. One, you can do it. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. One, you can do it by sending us an email at our inbox. One, you could leave a comment here, but that's the more wishy-washy way of doing it because it won't always get seen. And by the way, Campbell and I never monitor the comments and we don't censor fucking anything ever. So if anyone's whinging about that, that is not us, man. We don't fucking touch that. We think it's bullshit when you're mean to each other, but we're fine with you being mean to us. Like, say what you want. We're fine. You can go for it on the comments but don't fucking be mean to anyone else in the chat. That's just
Yes.
nasty. So, so Campbell Purvis. So the other way is that on the website, by tomorrow, by the time you're watching this, there's going to be a new form, and you can say some stuff. You can like tick some little fucking bullet points and say you're into this, or you could want to get involved in this, and press send. And then I think if we're really clever, if I'm really clever, I can schedule in an hour at the end of every single weekday to keep one like project running. You know what I mean? So we could do five different marvelous, weird, and wonderful things. I just don't know. We could do five because that would be an hour, 1 hour a week of keeping it going and plodding it along. Anyway, if you want to join the engine and turn this fire up a little bit, bring some bellow energy to the engine, I think it's fucking cool. And I actually generally now think that's our path, and that is the only path, and that's the only path that won't get stuck and nothing's going to stick to it.
Yeah, and it's the only path that can't be corrupted, right, and owned by the system, right? It takes away all of those excuses. I don't have this, I don't have that. That's all system stuff, right? Like we actually have everything we need. We just need to, join each other, get
Yes.
in there. And of course, if you're inspired to be a musician at the Blue
Yes.
Mountains, come and play, then definitely let
Or
us know as well, and we'll get a group going.
Or if you're a sound engineer or a composer or you run a chorus or a choir or any of those things that could just
Mm,
make it even better and better and better and better. Or if you are a video documentary maker or someone who makes videos like to come and make a documentary about
yeah,
this
like the
crazy two
Band-Aid
days.
one back in the 80s,
Yeah,
right?
lad, it's so cool. And you know
Yeah.
what? I would really love it. So really love it. If the musicians turned up, would do a recording for us that we would also capture on video of the chicken dance. It would be so amazing that we had our own Tartaria Australian chicken dance going, recorded professionally. So we didn't have to use that crappy one that we've been using because it's sticking around, team. It's sticking around. The
So
chicken
it is a
dance
little
is
bit
in,
crappy,
man.
isn't it? But yes, that would be good. Learn
I
the
mean,
chicken dance.
Tartaria Australia, if you were to like decide what things you associate with that name, well, the chicken dance is in there. and how can you go wrong?
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we need to produce a dance version of the chicken dance.
Well, or a hippie folk dance or a psychedelic, whatever you guys do, it'll be
Yeah,
marvelous. I can't wait.
yes, yes, exactly.
Anyway, so on this form, you can get involved and nominate, and let's see what happens after this podcast. And this leads us into the second section of tonight's video, because probably if the engine that Campbell and I have built is the flame that's moving this along and slowly fanning the heath, then the real heartbeat, the heartbeat that we've actually created of all of our creation lies in the Get Your Shit Together hour.
Oh,
That
yeah.
generates the heartbeat of this whole beautiful unfolding. And they are themselves a beautiful gathering of lovable lost things. And they discuss a lot of lovable lost dreams. And it's a wonderful environment. So if you're to see the true heart of Tartaria Australia, then it's the Get Your Shit Together hour. And why are we doing it tonight, Campbell?
Oh, well, it was the 1 year anniversary last on Monday, wasn't it? I think it was, or Sunday maybe. But yeah, yeah, it's been going for a year, and it's going really well. And we're both a bit baffled as to why it's not growing faster because the stuff coming out of it is amazing, right? Like the community they've built, all this stuff they're learning and doing, and they're supporting each other, and it's this real thing, right? So, of course, you can join that through tartariaaustralia.com. But yes, watch this and just listen to what people say, like how it's affected them, how it's changed their lives. Because yeah, I've really enjoyed our little chat that we did with them. Got everyone
Yeah, I mean,
on. Everyone had a bit of a say. Yeah,
it's because it's so hearty. There's nothing more hearty than this. This is the heartiest of
hearty.
heartiness. This is our hearty hearty. This is where art lives in the heart. It is beautiful and we love it. And we're so honored to even have facilitated it the way that we did, and that it's grown into this beautiful heartbeat all by itself. And it's an organic unfolding of a
Mm.
collection of lovable lost things finding a belongingness, and I love it so, so much. So I recommend, if you just to keep this podcast running, you know, just let it,
Just have it
just
in the
have it on
background.
in your house. Let the words of our community speak for themselves. Let the tones of their love and joy and energy just filter through your bedroom and your lounge room and your house and your garden. Like it's a beautiful vibe, and yeah, very unstuck.
Yeah,
Very unstuck. You
yeah, yeah.
never know what you're going to get to do when you turn up to the Get Your Shit Together hour.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Everyone had to step out of their comfort zone, had to create, get rid of a habit and make a new one and, get up and get on every morning. So, and they're, as you'll hear, they're all reaping the rewards.
Mm. I love it so much. All right.
All
So
right,
if
guys. But then, yeah, there we go. So stay tuned. It's coming up now. Don't turn us off yet.
no, definitely not. This is the best bit.
But this has
So
just been an intro for the next bit, by the way. It's just a long intro.
anyone who knows me in my life, this lifetime, who is a friend of mine or someone I really love, I will always start the seeing of them, the beginning with mate. This is like my thing, like
Right.
mate, mate, mate. If ever I've spoken those words to you, like I love you, mate, I love you. And so this is
Big
how I
gun.
would like to introduce the Get Your Shit Together hour. This has
Mm.
become an amazing group of mate, mate, fucking
Mate.
mate. Yes.
Definitely. All right, guys. So, yep, all links below, tartariaaustralia.com, tartariaaustralia@gmail.com, and now maybe Tartaria Australia the magazine, Tartaria the podcast, Tartaria Australia the trust.
Yes. No, maybe. I'm
There's
in,
a bit of a
man.
theme going here, right?
Fuck yes. For all the reasons I've laid out my debate tonight, that's why I'm a big yes.
And
I
you'll never
hope I
get
have won the
confused,
debate.
right? It's just Tartaria Australia something.
Yep, that's it. Tartaria Australia dot 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 lovable lost thing dot dot dot. All right, everyone, lots of love and fucking enjoy this and oh, just reap it all in to the beautiful people of the Get Your Shit Together Hour. It is our honor, it's our honor, it's our honor, and we love you so much.
Yes, yes, we do. So, yep, thanks, guys. We'll talk to you next week and enjoy this one. See ya.
Something that we have normally got around us. You know, we've got the hustle and bustle of young children and families and all that side of things. So to wake up to a group of friends, I love that so much.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
lovely.
you.
I always aspired to living in a commune when I was younger, and then I lived in the Northern Rivers area, and I met a lot of people that live in multiple occupancies, and heard lots of stories of people having difficulty managing sharing and all giving about the same amount. And I find that this is like I can drop into it because it's online. I can drop into it in my life here in Tasmania and see all of you wherever you are in your lives. We don't actually need to be in the same space, and yet we still come to the same space. You could call this room the container. This is the same space. It may not be the same land, but we are in the same space daily, meeting each other, and it's a very lovely thing. And then throughout the day, you look at WhatsApp and things may go on from the conversation in the morning that might have brought up somebody's suggestion to look at Michael Tellinger. Michael Tellinger was a good one the other day we talked about. John brought him up for a reason I can't remember. And I said, that's not even why I know John Tillinger. I
Michael.
know him because of, is that his name? John?
Michael.
Michael
Michael.
Tillinger. Michael Tillinger. I know him because of making the bills of exchange, teaching people how to make bills of exchange, and also these ringing stones that he's an archaeologist and he's carried these ringing stones. So I mention this because John brings him up for another reason, and then Edwina goes off and finds the video of the ringing stones, and we finished that morning with some ringing stones for 15 minutes with Michael Tillinger. That's a lovely example of how it flows and has a natural subject evolution and exploration with us all.
And we also do beautiful singing with Chloe,
Yeah.
and which is
Oh, cool.
fantastic. So we go through the chakras and we do. Oh no, like just beautiful experiences.
Yeah. Really particularly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We've
I've
also
been
been doing
really
EFT.
enjoying doing it,
Oh,
hosting
and
it.
Fee does the EFT. Oh, like it's a one-stop shop, I tell you. Yeah.
A one-stop shop.
Chloe,
That's
Chloe,
it.
what were you about to say about it?
I just said I've been really enjoying doing that with you guys. I came up with like the structure of it at the beginning of 2021, and Zora was a newborn baby, and I was doing sessions in the park with people, and then someone dobbed me into the lockdown police, and I got banished from doing it. And doing it with you guys again has actually inspired me to put a group together in town to
Oh,
start doing
great.
it because I don't know, I started getting too much in my head about it, and then as I started teaching it to Zora for part of her homeschool, and doing it with you guys, it just kind of got my esteem back. And yeah, so yeah, I'm sharing it with the town now, and I also practice it every day myself now.
So what's your experience being Chloe?
Well, I jumped on board with you guys with the get the shit together after summer solstice. And but I was part of the water fast, whenever that was. When was that? The end of
That was October
2024?
the year before.
Yeah, and so I was part of that, but I had to kind of work through some things in myself that came up during that. Um, so what I found with the Get Your Shit Together hour for me is it kind of puts in all the practices that I say that I'm going to do, but it makes me do them. So all the things like breath work and tapping and I don't know, just all the things we do. It's all the stuff that you see and you read and you're like, oh, I've really got to do that. And that is really good. But it gives you a space where this is the time and the hour that we actually do it and it gets done. So for me, that's great because I'm kind of like creative ADHD person that has all these ideas, but only half-asses all of them. So get your shit together for me makes that grounded and makes it actually happen, and it's great. Um, yeah, for me, the past year has been a journey of solitude and actually working on my home, and it has been very isolating. And so I feel really relieved to have this in the morning and be able to talk all my woo and have support when I need it. It's amazing. Yeah, it's a really needed thing and to help keep your frequency high as well because it gets shit out there. And
We
you
remind
can
each
come
other,
in on a
don't we?
bad day and, all of a sudden at the end of the hour, you're feeling amazing again. So it's really good.
Love that. Like I really love the idea that, the group you experiment with all sorts of fun, wonderful things that are all good for us. But that if someone is actually struggling with something, then your attention goes to supporting that person. And I really love that. Does anyone have a story around that?
I mean, I came in a couple of weeks ago crying. I had a cry moment, and I'm not usually a crier, but I was just struggling with some things after the Epstein file drop and my child and being a mother and a single mother and stuff like that. And I think I had a little breakdown, and everyone just kind of held me and supported me. And yeah, it was really nice. And by the end of the session, I kind of felt like a worthy human again, and a worthy
Hmm.
mother, and a good person.
Yeah, it was. It was. I think same thing kind of happened to me once. I was on the group, and then something just came up, and it just brought up a lot of old memories, a lot of old painful memories, and it kind of brought some emotions out. But it was good to have the support and the realization and the comprehension of people to be able to understand and relate and walk you through it. So thank you. I love you.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys. Love you guys.
I love that. All right. Come on, be brave, my friends. Who would like to tell their story?
I will because I have to leave at 8 for work.
Hello, my friend.
Hola.
Hola.
Allah.
Um, okay, so amazing. It's been a year. For me personally, it's been a bridge between all the workshops we've done, all the retreats we've done, all the books we've read, the actual building the bridge and putting it into practice into our daily lives. That was what getting your shit together was. It's like I've done this shit for decades, but am I implementing it on a daily basis? Am
Yes.
I embodying it? Am I practicing it? Am I breathing it in and embracing it and acknowledging it and grounding it? So for me personally, it's been that. It's it's kind of like just a force. It's like having all this energy, having all these beautiful souls together, supporting you, holding you. It just projects you into an amazing, incredible reality. And it's very difficult to articulate into words because it's all energy, I feel. The energy that we all bring in, the wisdom that we all bring in, the different modalities that we all bring in. And it's been a beautiful opportunity to explore parts or different things that we haven't before. So it's very practical. And I find a difference when I'm not here. If I miss a session, there's something missing for the day. So it's part of it's what I need to lift me up to embrace the day. And that's such a gift. So I feel like this is such a gift to be in this space. It's giving me the strength, and like even the idea of moving from Victoria to Queensland and having a few people I knew in Queensland and New South Wales, but now I'm having confirmation after confirmation that I have to leave Victoria, and that Queensland, New South Wales is embracing me in with open arms, like constant confirmation. And this has definitely given me the fuel, the strength, the courage, the clarity. So yeah, it's such a gift, and I try and explain it to people in my life, and I find it really difficult to explain.
Yes.
And I love the fact that it started in a behind a screen, but the fact that along the journey in the last year, I've actually physically met people, been able to give them a hug, been able to talk to them one on one. It's a gift. It's a gift. So thank you again to Kelly and Campbell for creating this, for manifesting this, for seeding this. And for me personally, I love bringing people into the meditation, into the heart, and all these things that I've learned and understood in this realm. I've been able to express and help other people and introduce them to something different, basically.
Your meditations are extraordinary. They're beautiful.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
they are. You've
Thank
given
you.
brilliant
And I
patience.
love it. I love doing it. I love bringing people into the heart, because that for me that's your GPS. You can learn everything up here, but it means jack shit if you're not going to bring it here and anchor it here. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are all heart, beautiful Anik. All heart. That's why you got that drawing of a heart.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool that like over the years, you know, when Cam and I do have our lives or our gatherings, that, you know, when you can get to one, you know for sure there's going to be some of the Get Your Shit Together our team there. Like it's the coolest thing. I love it. And you get to like literally meet each other, if you haven't already, in person, and it's like your oldest, dearest goddamn friend, you know, like I love that so much. We had a couple at the Rockhampton gig, and it was like, oh, the Get Your Shit Together team's here. So of course we're like, you're gonna come back and stay here. So it's very nice. It's very nice how this spreads from the screen into reality. I love it. I love it.
I've just had Acacia here for 3 weeks, sleeping in my bus. She needed to make livable, but she stayed here for 3 weeks. She did things like some paving for me. And I wanted to say this today because I think this is part of what you want to create, and that before we even have the place, we already have the places we have. We have the community, and we have this giving thing. This is about what you give to the community. And Acacia's come here, and I've given her some accommodation, and she's given me some paving. And I am so grateful. I've been waiting for this to move for 2 years. I've got a half finished enormous area, and it hurts me to do it. I end up with an elbow that hurts for 6 months. So she did a bit more of it for me, and it just feels like there's movement now. And I thought that was a really nice aspect of what's become real for me out of this group. Somebody's come here and actually put some bricks down to pave my back area because of what I gave her. And yeah, it was a very lovely energy exchange. And I think that's kind of what this is all about, isn't it? You know, we're talking about what we get from coming to this, but what we also do is we give to this. Every one of us gives something of ourselves to the others. And it is a place where that gift is received with gratitude and appreciation.
Yes, it was great going to the camp and meeting, get to, get get your shit together crowd, and camping out with Mel and Annie, and then it was also great. Akasha coming up, passing by and dropping into my place, and she's been really getting about to a lot of places around, I've noticed, and she's got a great spirit. It's great to really meet and get to know everybody here. And yeah.
So
Yeah,
Adele's in Tassie, and Adele's about to look after my house for a week. So
Wow.
Adele also was here when Acacia was here, and she's here for a couple of months. And so another thing is coming is that it suits Adele to camp here a bit, and it suits me. I have to go away to Sydney for a week, and so she's going to look after my chickens and dog. So
Cool.
it's another nice thing of shared resources. Put it that way,
Yeah.
shared resources.
And how have you personally grown and changed over the last year, do you reckon, as a result of this group?
Who you talking to me?
You. Yeah, yeah,
you,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
me.
yes.
You, my
Uh,
darling.
how have I grown and changed? I actually felt like I grew and changed very quickly in the first 3 weeks. Something very major happened in my world that I was involved in, and it all sort of came to fruition. I did about 4 books, or no, 3 books of journaling. And then I don't want to go into the details of what that was. It doesn't matter. It was more that I started coming into focus on what I was really um, here to do or something, to make very, very clear that freedom is absolutely fundamental to me. I feel like we are already free, but we have to secure it because people are threatening it. I don't feel we need to fight for our freedom. It's like an oxymoron. You can't
Yeah.
fight for freedom. And so we've got to find some way for our freedom to be secured. And so I've spent the last 4 years or so focusing on that. But a year ago, I met you guys and came to this, and um, some things came to culmination, to put it that way. But then I started moving into book 4, and that's why I've got these books here. So I start my books with a little title page. And this one is Get Your Shit Together, book number 4. I am the light. I am the free director, Frederica.
Ah, very nice.
Oh,
And then Kelly was at the time starting to teach us about manifesting, and she got a few different films up. And this was the next page I started, which has my magical script. I'm up to day 122 by this day. New book number 4, new lesson on manifestation. And I've done these similar. I've started to bring drawing in. This is the beginning of drawings. Peace, love, electricity. So then Kelly brings us this lovely little film of a woman who taught herself to make films by on YouTube by making films about babysitting because it's what she knew about, and she wanted to make films, and so she manifested her filmmaking career by starting with what she knew about. And so Kelly had, and I'd started making, so the magical script, right? When we did that magical script, I put it in, I started putting drawings in and started putting my script into a love heart. Frederica is so lucky. She's known for being lucky. She is Frederica, the lucky one. I always win. The universe always conspires in my favor because I am the lucky one. I have the most incredible life. I win amazing opportunities in my life without trying. I make no effort. Just think of what I want and it manifests. I am a powerful manifester. Opportunities fall in my lap naturally. I am lucky in love, lucky in my lighting work. I'm lucky being in beautiful Tasmania. I am lucky that I get to be the custodian of Yoringa, my beautiful property. I am lucky in travel. I am lucky I got to be a mum.
I love that. You
And
lucky
then
thing.
around the love heart, it says allow, 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 all the way around the love heart. Then many spirals and love hearts, right? So that's the beginning of taking my words and starting to turn them um, into
Reality.
drawings. And what I'll say now is that I'm actually art trained. I did a visual arts degree majoring in sculpture. And so I went to university for 4 years to study art. And I don't practice art anymore. I'm a lighting designer. And I work in heritage buildings. This is another way that the drawing started happening. I started drawing toroidal fields and realizing that they are love hearts. And then this one, All You Have Is Now. This was one of the first colourful metallic pen ones I did. So this has developed considerably. I now have another couple of books of these. And there's one I wanted to show you that was about the woman who, I don't want to take too long though. This was the woman who was teaching us about manifesting prayers that
Yes.
Kelly had found
Yes.
for us. And this started me on writing and drawing and trying to manifest with those intentions. And this one is, I will travel extensively and luxuriously. Love, and then all these words out here are love, appreciation, gratitude. I am ready to receive extensive travel. I am so lucky that travel will be in luxury. I win upgrades and special deals wherever I go. I am supported by to experience luxury travel. The money required will arrive as needed. I am ready to receive wealth. I deserve it. I am already so wealthy and lucky. I am in love with my amazing life. Love, peace, trust. All my wishes come true. Always is at the bottom. So this is like positive writing, what you want, what you and that you deserve it, basically. And then I think I might probably should stop. Oh no, then I started doing things like this. I love heart with like trees growing out of it. Then I did some with just a tree. But this one's cool. Wild, the word wild. Drawing the word wild with vibrations all around it.
Right.
This one I love. I took this to court. I want you to know this. I basically decided, okay, notes are going to be different now. I'm going to court wearing linen and putting that on the table in front of me. And every time you get belligerent, you look at that image and say, no, Freddie, we're doing this with love because it has to happen. And that what they want is our belligerence. We must not go in there in belligerence. That's what I must learn. And I do believe this group is teaching me. I'll speak with some language that sounds quite combative, and somebody will say, Freddie, that sounds a little combative. You could pull yourself up a bit there. We understand you're angry. You have every right to be angry, but it's not going to win you anything. And, these people are right in reminding me of that, aren't they? This is us, the drawing of us, love hearts that joined between us. Okay, now I'm going to show you a more beautiful. The drawings got more beautiful, and I'm sorry, it's taking a little while. We also got into sigils. This is what I saw in my mind's eye when we were meditating with Anik, guiding meditation. And I see these powerful crosses, and they turn sometimes. Sometimes it's just 4, sometimes it's 8. But it's like I can see energy or something. The most beautiful one, this one's rather nice. It's a tunnel, kind of a...
They're definitely advancing.
They are advancing, aren't they? And I thought I was not a drawer. I thought I didn't work in 2D.
Wow.
And I have been on a mission to encourage everybody to pick up the pen and start drawing on black paper as the light. You are the light. That's got an infinity sign. It's got like a little Celtic knot thing in the middle. This one, I follow my pen around a page. I don't know what I'm going to draw when I begin. It starts and it ends with an interesting drawing. This is from Suzanne's meditation, where I see all these golden squares moving in and out.
Wow, they are so evolving.
They are. And this one is probably my favorite, and probably everybody else's favorite too.
Yeah.
This one is The Earth I See.
Wow.
And it is coming from the water back to the water through the earth, through a tunnel, but it's an eye.
I love
And
that.
and it's rather lovely, this one. It's got the kind of almost tree growth effect as well. This one I am going to put in your newspaper. I just need to get my shit together and get it scanned for you. Uh, Um, I'm almost finished. There's another one. Oh no, I'll show you this one. This is called Grand Feminine Rising, which is effectively like that one.
Mm.
And I see this a lot in my eyes. This triangular, moving shape with the that's my dog in the background. Sorry, triangular shape that is rising to the top, where the lines are becoming horizontal. They're all coming up to the same horizontal line. So I quite like that growth in that one. This one came out of a card I made for Anik. Her brother died, and I made her a card, and it started this idea. It was this gold on top of the red love heart. I particularly love this drawing. And what I do with these drawings was encouraged by this group. I have two mirrors in my living room, and they are opposite each other. And people say that you shouldn't live with mirrors. Well, I don't agree. I enjoy my mirrors. I'm not sure what's going on, but I think it was suggested that I am putting something into different realms through my drawings, my symbolic drawings, and putting them up on my mantelpiece, and they are reflecting in these mirrors. And I'm sort of inspired to make them into like an altar. Um, and oh, that was a nice one. Nice one. Spiral. I really am almost finished. This one, I reckon I could probably finish on. That's ether. That's the image, that's the symbol of ether, but I coloured in the golden triangle. And I do believe there is a feminine rising that is balancing what has been male dominated, and it is coming, it is happening, we are it.
Yeah.
And it's rising in all the men as well. It's not only a woman thing. It is our feminine rising in all of us. And I think I'll finish on that note.
Nice. So, I mean, you guys have been gathering, a lot of you, for a year now. Have you found that it's made yourself more accountable to yourselves?
I mean, accountable to your artwork, Frederica. I mean, you should do sorry to interrupt Campbell's
Oh,
question. I
that's
just
okay.
wanted to say that, it does feel like you should have an exhibition of these drawings, doesn't it? It does
It
feel
does.
like at some point we need to
Mm,
have well, we've got the recording studio happening in the Blue Mountains, but I think we need to have an art exhibition at one of our
mm.
events.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a
that would
good
be
idea.
cool. Call
Because
it Pick Up the Pen, hey?
well, that's right. And really, if I answer the question you asked me, how has it affected me? It's brought me to a two-dimensional practice, which is at least a practice of some sort, of making art, of creating. And I haven't had a practice for many years. I need an art studio at my property. I've been waiting 20 years to build. And these things are all in the pipeline, but in the meantime, I've been actually drawing, enjoying
Yes,
what I draw, and encouraging everybody else to draw and to
yes.
find their own visual language. And that's what I would say I've learned about myself in this group, is that it's very natural for me, and that others need more encouragement, and that when they're encouraged, they absolutely love it. And so I was the one who brought the sigil in. So we've brought in this idea of making sigils so that people could turn words into an image to create an intention. So yeah, I think it's probably increased my confidence to encourage others to find some sort of visual language, which I believe is everybody's individual invention.
I love that. And the group has inspired you to pick up that pen and actually do your art. So what a wonderful exchange.
Yes.
Love, love, love that. And I think we're definitely deciding to have an art exhibition at one of these events. I think maybe the Tasmania gig, just
Well,
because you're
Ooh,
there.
potentially,
there you go,
actually.
Freddie.
Yeah, I mean, we decided on the Blue Mountains because of Felice was the first person who wrote a song for us, and she's in the Blue Mountains, so that's where it all ended. So why wouldn't we have the art exhibition in Tasmania? We'll chew on that. We will chew on
Yeah,
that.
okay, okay. Yeah,
All right.
sure. Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Back to Campbell's question. Go for it, buddy. What did you just ask everyone?
Uh, Yeah, just how has it, has it made you more accountable to yourself in your daily lives? You know, what's the bigger onflow from, gathering every morning?
Can I answer that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Adele.
Hello, guys. Good grand
Hello.
rising, everybody. Sorry, I was a bit late. I sort of slept in. Um, for me, it's been meeting like Acacia and Freddie in real time. I met a Nick and John at the Jolly Swag tour, and I'm a very introvert. So this has been, not that I have my video on at the moment because I don't look that crash hot. So, but just coming out of my shell, like, I've never done a video conference. I've never really talked to other people on the internet, and like and Nick said, for me, it's just bringing all these modalities. Like everybody brings something to the table, something different, and it's just been I don't even think I'm answering your question, Campbell, am I?
No, speak,
No,
my
yes,
friend.
just speak.
You are.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, like everybody's just so beautiful. Everybody has good intention. Like everybody comes into the group every morning with the right intention, and the conversations are just brilliant. And it just, for me, my day it's just gets me going. Like, I mean, I wake up this morning and I was like, oh my god, I've missed it. Like, so it's keeping me accountable. I'm putting things into practice that I normally wouldn't, like the tapping, all these new things I'm learning, like Chloe's sessions and Nick's meditations, like Edwina's drawing, like just Edwina every morning getting up, walking, like everybody just inspires me. John with his tinctures and everything, and just the support network from everybody else is just incredible. Nobody judges, everybody's authentic, and I think that's the key. Everybody's authentic, and it's the highest frequency to love, isn't it?
100%.
I love how you all let each other speak. You all listen to each other, which is what we don't get a lot of, right, in the outside world. Being
No,
heard.
that's correct, Campbell. Yeah. I mean, people, even I'm at my son's at the moment, and, he says things to me like, oh, so what shape do you think the earth is, Mum? Because he thinks I'm a weirdo. And I said to him, I have no opinion, mate. I said, I digress. I said, I don't know, like, so just, it's, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago, I would have been like, oh, yeah, this is, very opinionated. So this group has helped me to sort of calm my thought processes down, to slow down and think before I speak, be more aware of myself, and just built, like I said, just in real time. Meeting Freddie and Acacia was just so good. The Jolly Swag, I have no words, Kelly and Campbell. That was just one of the best times of my life, literally. The property at Tabulum was just so beautiful. It was just peaceful. The people were beautiful. The whole event was just wonderful. And as I said in my testimonial, this all started from the first Melbourne gig where I met Edwina and you guys, and my life has changed ever since then. And I met you guys through Martin. Funny enough.
Martin Leedkey.
Yeah, you were,
Yeah,
he interviewed
wow.
me. I went, oh my God, there's an Aussie. So then I went to your station, and then I met Kelly, and then that was the end of that. It's just, like I'll be philosophizing something in my head, and then I'll watch you guys, and then you're talking about the same thing I was just thinking about, but with a few little more jigsaw pieces that resonate with me. So it's been wonderful to not feel alone. In not only the Get Your Shit Together hour, but also your podcast that you guys do. I absolutely love it. It's my weekly go-to. I really don't listen to anybody else anymore besides Martin, or Guy. So you guys have become my tribe, and I love you, and I'm very grateful for you all.
Oh, we love you too.
No. I mean, it's super cool. It's super cool that this little
Oh, did you hit mute, Cal?
many
Oh, there you
real
are.
experiences. Oh,
You're back. That's right.
am I on mute?
You know, you're back
Sorry, I
now.
missed it
Yeah.
for. I was just saying it's so cool that a little tiny little podcast is giving birth to so many opportunities to experience in real life. I love
Yeah.
that.
And you know, Acacia and her with her words, her brain is amazing.
That
Seriously,
hmm
she freaks me out, man. Like,
Yeah.
Mona, she's like, we were walking in and the tennis court. It was a really weird place to have a tennis court. And as we were walking into the building, I said to Acacia, look up. They're fucking snake eyes.
Yeah.
Like the mirrored, it made snake eyes when we were walking into the entrance. And then she turned around and she goes, well, let's go get entranced because we're going in the entrance. And I just went, oh my God, you just blew my mind again. I just love you all so much, so much.
No.
I legit feel like it's like everyone's got like superpowers in this group and we're just activating them more and more and more. I say it all the time. I'm like when someone new joins and it's like, oh, I wonder what their superpower is.
Well, that's a fucking way to introduce someone. I love it. What is their superpower? I love it. The group would spend lots of time trying to figure it out. That's just so cool. It's going to bring it out in them. All right, Akasha, let's hear from you, mate. I can tell about you that when I first met Akasha was at the Jolly Swag tour.
Yes.
And my gosh, like, I mean, you have also evolved so much because when I met you, your communication, it was so speedy and it was so like almost manic in a state, like it was so quick and speedy and it was and you have changed so much. Your energy now is calmed and grounded and your speech. Amazing your story. Tell us a little bit about your journey of the last year, Kasha.
Okay, well, I only stumbled across you guys just before Tabulum. And as soon as I found out about Tabulum, I was like, I need to go there. I need to go home to see my family. And that was my first thought. And I had literally a week to make it happen. And I knew I had to make it happen. It just had to happen. And I got there. And yes, I was definitely very manic. Trying to slow my thoughts down and get them into words. I don't really know what to say except so much gratitude because I feel like I belong now. I feel like the group has just held me and helped me realize that I'm worthy and that I'm not completely crazy, just a little bit crazy, but the right kind of crazy, and that all the haters, they're always going to hate because they don't have what we've got, whether that be that spark of source or whatever it is that we've got. Everyone in this group has it, and everyone in this group is authentic. And I don't think I've ever been treated so well in my entire life as what I have when I've been in the presence of the people from this group. And Freddie, you're just amazing. John, Adele, everyone. I would name everyone individually, but I've never felt so much love and acceptance. And instead of shutting myself down, it's helped me realize that, okay, I'm unique. I just got to work on getting what I've got out there to share it in a way that can be understood. And instead of sort of running and hiding and being ashamed of who I am and what I am, because that's how I was raised. I was raised to sort of believe that what I have, my gifts being art and music, are not valued by my family. That's not what you do to make money for a career. And so I've always been shut down. And now to sort of to realize I've got the freedom and the love and the support of all you guys to just be me. So I think that's been the integral thing, and just to not have that. I know that thing in the back of my head that, oh, I fucked up, because I'm not fucking up. Like, I'm just doing things my way. So thank you to everyone. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all.
You're
Just like
beautiful, Acacia. You're
just like to add that.
beautiful. You're so bright. I just want to say the container that is you is full of so much knowledge, man. You know so much. You
You
go,
got a
John.
very enlightened brain.
Yes.
The thoughts to what you come out with is so amazing, and so you're very impressive to know. So
Yes. Thought-provoking, interesting woman you are.
yes.
And this
You
is
taught me lots.
it's so amazing because, like I'm sure, Akasha, your experience in other social dynamics is that you haven't had the chance to grow a long, like, term relationship with a group of people. Like it just something about having that here enables you to ground and then be seen. And then once you're seen, oh my God, how amazing is it to actually be seen and then have people reflect because they've started to get to know you past anything else and they can actually reflect it back to you. And so suddenly there's this beautiful like exchange of being able to see each other, which is actually fucking rare because unless you've become friends with someone in the real world and you're actually catching up all the time and hanging out, which happens less and less as we're adults, right? It happens less and less as we get older because we're not in dynamics to do that so much. But like doing this every morning and actually getting to see each other, that's powerful stuff. I think that's probably one of the most powerful things.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, team. Cricket,
Anyone else got something to say?
anyone else? Cricket, Mel,
Mel, yeah.
Jody.
Mel's been
Cricket
here a
joins
Yeah,
while.
us
I'll
hasn't
say
from
he,
something.
America every day.
Oh.
Cricket,
I know,
Cricket's worth
right?
mentioning.
Cricket's a legend.
She sure is.
Oh, there she is.
I'll say something too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I started right back at the very beginning, and I'm very ADHD, and I got really bored with the same thing every day in the journaling and the 20 minutes and of the automatic writing, and I was like, and I sort of dropped out. And then after the Jolly Swag, I came back in thinking, I've got to give it a go. I've got to, be consistent with this. And it had totally changed. And it's been the most amazing experience. Every day we seem to do something different. We've done yoga, sigils, meditations, all sorts of things. And it's so interesting. And the thing it does for me, the question you were asking earlier, Campbell, was that, how does it affect your daily life? Well, for me, I normally, not every day, would just do a 10-minute meditation in the morning. Well, now I'm doing an hour of something every morning. And if I don't do it, like I was away for work a couple of weeks ago and I missed a week, and I had serious FOMO. I was like, oh, I'm really missing this. And I felt different. It starts your day off feeling great. It's certainly been an amazing experience, and I'm here for the long run. The other thing that I've done, I've led a few EFT group sessions and with the group, and they've had some good results. And so, that's something I want to expand on and bring in regularly as well. It's been awesome. I love it. Love all these guys. Everyone's just holds each other in such an amazing space.
Fee has been running some EFT sessions with us a few times now, which we're loving. It's something she does in her life normally, and she's been doing it for I think you've done 3 times, 4 times now.
Yep. Yeah, 3
we're
times.
really
The
enjoying
first
that. You might want to talk about that.
Yeah, the first one was the welcoming in the year of the fire horse, and that was quite strong because I've got to go away and sort of think about it and think for in a group session, what would people be thinking and write some words that are appropriate. So, because it's an emotional freedom technique for anybody who doesn't know, and it's really great energy work, and it is some of the energy work that I do that I can do with a group. So it's not as specific as working on a one-on-one, but it still shifts people's energy, even if it's only subtly. It's something we definitely want to expand on, I think.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Fee.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fee.
You go, John. Go,
Cricket.
John.
Go to
John,
speak.
I was just going to say I really enjoy Fee's energy classes. They're really they're very good and I totally enjoyed. So thank you. I just want to thank you for.
Thank you.
Cricket.
where's Cricket going? She's going
We're hearing
shopping.
crickets.
I'm on Sunday Sunset Drum Circle again.
Woohoo.
So, share is like for me, I don't get that same starting out the day with a motivation thing because I'm doing it in the afternoon and I'm just like shutting down or middle of a project, or it's just a little bit different. So what I feel is maybe not, like in regards to like the connection that we have is more of the commitment. And that's what I think, for me, it's like it is when you have a friend, it really does take a lot of commitment to show up all the time or be there, and just the effort it takes to put into a friendship. And especially with, trying to, go through the things this past year with my children, and it's like, and with Kramer, not really wanting to share that with anybody, that was big because, what I was saying with the space here, you just don't have to be ashamed. And, when I did share it, have those who reach out and, and just try to help me through it. So to me, it's just, I think it's just more of the commitment, and I feel like, that's what I can give is showing up. And I guess it's kind of what I needed. It's just, that commitment from friends. And yeah, and I can't wait to see you all in person and hug you guys. It's going to be fabulous. So yeah. And accepting, because I'm such an easy crier. So for me, that's where my, I'm thankful that I could just let that show and not try to hold it in. And, I'm such a, water sign, empath, whatever. And like the emotions just flow like nothing. They just like a little switch. You're like, there they come. We just have to talk about crying, and there I am crying. So
we love your commitment. We love your commitment to developing your relationships with your Australian friends every day. We love it so much. We are all touched by it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Love you, Cricket.
Love
you, Cricket.
Cricket.
You love you.
Love you, mate.
Yeah.
No, we have to fly her over for the Blue Mountains gig.
Yes, we need to get you a ticket, don't
We
we?
need to fly her over.
Go fund me.
Look, I love this big tent in my truck to bring it to my friends, because next weekend we're going to a drumming circle for the whole weekend, and we got camp. It's gonna be super fun.
We should do a crowdfunding, and I'll put in a little bit and get her fucking over here for the Blue Mountains. Not joking.
I agree.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Cricket. Can you find out how much it would cost to fly you from you to Sydney?
To Sydney. Okay, I will check.
Go and check. Why not? When I get my mind on these sorts of things, they usually happen.
We'll manifest it.
We would so
We've
love
noticed
to give you a
that you have
squeeze,
that
Cricket.
ability, Kelly. We've noticed. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Cricket, you find out the price and let us know, and we're going to see. I bet you it's not even that difficult.
You thought what?
I said,
It's not the Blue Mountains, any of the other ones.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
Blue Mountains would be cool.
But you guys
Air
are
New
over there,
Zealand, Air New Zealand are doing really cheap flight. They're doing cheap flights from Australia to America, so check them out.
where does Cricket live again?
Florida.
Florida.
Okay, not to hijack the podcast because we're still on a podcast team. Let's not forget, we're not on our Friday share the good shit hour, drink some wine moment. But let's get that sorted.
Well,
Let's
Okay.
I've booked a 6 bedroom or a 6 berth house in Katoomba, so I've got her accommodation covered if she needs it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not the oak and cedar, is it?
I'm not sure. My friend booked it for us, so there's like 6 of us coming from Wollongong.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, she's got a roof over her head if she needs it for the weekend for sure.
all right, let's get
Got
a
my
rotor.
ticket, but I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I got the ticket and I'm like, I'll figure it out in
Yeah,
June.
it'll happen. It'll happen.
Well, if you get stuck, Chloe, if cricket doesn't come over, let us know.
Well, I've got a girlfriend in Penrith. I think she's in Penrith and she's going as well. So my fallback plan is I'll just crash with her in Penrith.
We'll
Okay.
work that out later, guys.
Yeah. If not, I'll have my van with me, so two people can sleep in the van as well. So that'll be in the driveway.
See, this is what happens when they get your shit together, Ella. This is what happens. People problem solve. Problem
Yeah.
solve their situation. You go from having a hearty meditation or a little dance to problem solving something. And I love that. You know, we haven't heard from Melanie yet. She's been here since the very, very beginning.
Yes.
So, Mel, please.
Hello. Yeah,
Go.
Hey,
I've been
Mel.
it's yeah, like it's like all of the above, like what everybody else has shared already so far. Yeah, I had a few obstacles, as you know. Like at the start, I really enjoyed the support when when I had that issue, but with my grandchild and vaccinations and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, you guys helped me through it, and but yeah, so we're all past that now. I mean, it's still the same situation, but I feel so much more supported and yeah, stronger. And also, like, it helped me to express. Like, I find it really hard to communicate, and in a positive and yeah, like not to create more drama. And so it helped me with that, and so that's been amazing. And yeah, so basically communication is a big one. Yeah, so more grounded. And I find in my life always, like, as soon as I go into the right direction that I feel is the right direction, whether it's art, doing my art, or that there's a lot of things that are, there's always obstacles put in front of me, and then it's like, oh, I give up. And now I sort of feel like a bit more like I need to really see through what I want in my life. And yeah, and like others have shared, and Frederica especially, I love your art, it's beautiful.
I
And
love yours.
yeah, so like some of the art that I've done is like this tree, and I've done sigils, and yeah, so like that's another one that was more recently. They're like water drops that
Really like
come
that.
together, and they're sort of all like heart shaped, and but I put it under my water now to charge it. And yeah, so learning all these new things is just amazing. I just love it. Love everybody's input. Oh yeah, Edwina, yeah.
And Mel and I exchanged Christmas presents, and this was my beautiful, beautiful. And it just
Oh,
sits
that's
by
Yeah.
my computer each day. So yes, I love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love
So,
it too.
Mel, tell me something. When you decided to join the Get Your Shit Together, why? Why did you decide to join?
Well, I started with you guys with the water fast. So to me, it was like that was a no-brainer. I had to do this, and I had to, and also because I really, really needed the support, like I said before. I just needed somewhere to. It was such a help for me to, yeah, to have something to get me through what was going on with my granddaughter. And yeah, so yeah, but we way past that now. So I'm so glad it was there when I really really needed it. I just, because like everybody, like so many others, I'm just by myself. And yeah, I actually, yeah, at that moment I didn't have any friends. And yeah, so I felt really lonely and everything. And yeah, so it was just really good to meet like-minded people. And yeah, and I was glad also that it changed from just being meditation and writing and all that sort of stuff to more like connection online. And of course, like going to Tabulum, that was just absolutely wonderful to meet some of yous. And yeah, so that was really good. And then obviously, like again, like I lost my car on the way home, and I was grateful that I at least got to that it happened on the way back. So and in on that note, I actually like I've been trying to manifest a car. And
It's coming.
I know. Like, well, I've got a little bit of good news. I don't know whether it's gonna happen, but yeah, my
It
son,
will.
they had to buy a new family car, and they had always this second car, which was her old car, her first car, really. It's a little Holden Barina 2-door. It's the smallest, really old car, but they need to replace that and so they want to give me her old car. So
All
it's not
right.
exactly what.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
car
on
has
its
been
way.
manifest. A car has been manifested.
It's awesome.
It's the next step.
I know. And at least with that little car, I can go look at other little cars if I
That's right.
find something. At least, and I don't have to drag my groceries home on a bus. I mean,
Oh, bless. Oh, I'm so happy for
I
you.
know. Yeah. But it's not here yet. They first have to find their other second car, that they can fit the whole family and the dog. Like they've got a big dog. And so yeah.
Put the
Yeah.
little
That's like
key
the
ring
best
in, the
news.
little heart key ring.
Yeah. Yes, I will. Thank you so much, Edwina. Yeah, that was lovely too. Yeah. She sent me this. I'll show you the key ring.
Everyone's building little altars for the Get Your Shit Together hour.
Yeah,
True.
that's the key ring that Edwina
Nice.
sent me
Oh, beautiful.
Christmas. It is actually all my key rings.
So we did a
Yeah.
Kris Kringle Christmas thing that is worth mentioning, and everybody had to send a present to one person in the group, and that was a really nice little thing. I loved that. I loved it. I was sent colloidal silver and a candle, a beeswax candle, by Sandra, and Sandra's husband died after that. And one of the drawings that I did, I believe was actually about her husband. And I put the candle she'd sent me with that image in the mirrors on my mantelpiece, and felt that that was all, another little altar thing and another connection, that she'd almost sent me this candle for another reason, but it ended up being used for her because her husband died. Just, some really serious shit has gone down for people over the year.
Mm. Well, I think it's amazing how it's evolved. Like you guys have like really owned it, right? And really turned it into your own, container, if you want to call it that. But like that's very impressive too. You just took ownership, right? All of you together, with full respect for each other, and it's turned into this amazing group, right? This amazing community. It's really good to see.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was never about the meditation. It actually was all about belonging. And that is the heart of what is the Get Your Shit Together hour. It's actually belonging. And that is something you can't just figure out by yourself. that requires the connection. It requires the friendships. And that to me is by far the most potent remedy of our discordance in this realm. It's the belonging.
Yeah, which was the
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
really, really became very poignant over the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
A disassociation of the other places we did belong, and then kind of finding each other. So look, I just want to say thank you very much for creating this space for us to find each other, because I don't want to let you guys go ever.
They're not going anywhere, don't you worry.
We're all
Yeah,
in, Freddie. We're
ready.
moving in.
I mean,
Love
it's
you.
pretty wonderful. We're all going to grow old together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's Wayne? Wayne, how you going?
Yes, Wayne,
Yeah, Wayne.
mate, how you doing?
I'm going very well, but it's when you sign up to this group, you don't know what you're actually going to get. It's way more awesome than you think, and it is that coming together. And I think Melanie said it, we're like-minded, but I think we're like-hearted, like we're heart-centered people, and it's hard to find that in the real world. So yeah, no, but yeah, I came in October, so I've only been just under 6 months, and it's been awesome for me to give me purpose and direction during the day that I lost. So I was part of a busy family, getting kids ready for school in the morning, and I couldn't actually do this. Like I followed you guys on YouTube for about 4 or 5 years and wanted to do it, but just logistically couldn't. And then when you've got nothing in the morning, it's like, well, there's an opportunity to turn up and see what this is about. And yeah, it's been awesome. So like I didn't know what I was getting into, but I've now got a black book and coloring pens and doing drawings and
Oh, that's great.
got my intentions for the year and putting things down. And my alarm goes off at like 5:50 because I'm in Brisbane and I'm in my pajamas still right now. So roll into this and then I go for a walk after this and then I can think about all the things everyone has said and then put it into my day-to-day life. But a couple of good things that we've done recently that I never would have done was the mirror work that Anik does. And you look in the mirror and I was crying and I'm telling myself I love myself. Like that sort of thing as a middle-aged guy, we just don't do. And to come into this group and like drawing something I don't do, looking in a mirror, just looking in your own eyes is so powerful. And we did that. And I left here crying, going, oh, how good was that? And then the other one we did the other day was looking for glimmers in the day. So we get triggered. So what's the opposite of a trigger is a glimmer. And so I'd go off into the world and something would trigger you and you go, oh, that's annoying. But now I'm looking for things like butterflies and birds talking and sunsets and ray of sunshine, just something as a glimmer and you hang on to that glimmer. But for me, the other thing too is some days I think we're the average of all our vibrations and how we're feeling in our heart. And some days I come in sad or tired and I get raised. And other days I come in high vibe and other people are low and they get raised. And when we leave after the hour, or sometimes it's 3 hours because some of us just stay chatting and chatting because that's what we need on that particular day. And I think we just raise our own sort of vibration. Um, but when I first came in, I had no idea what this was about, and I did a $20 donation to get the link to the YouTube or the Zoom rather, and the best $20 I've ever spent in my whole life. So thank you, everyone. Like for me, it kind of saved me a bit. A couple of weeks ago, I had a week off because wasn't sleeping. Had the SADs. I just needed sleep and to sleep in, and then the FOMO really kicked in of, geez, I'm missing out. I've got to get back. So. But every night, the night before, I'm looking forward to the next morning. So it gives me purpose. So for me, yeah, being here. And when Kelly said, hey, we're all going to get old together, like, oh, I nearly cried again. It's like, oh man, how good's this? Similar-minded people that you just don't meet in the real world. Like, I'm not going to run into you at Coles down the road as we're reaching for a banana together. But here we are every day. We know some of us are going to be here, have a chat and connect. And that connection so important because when you're alone in your own head, random thoughts and can take over. We're here. And yeah, I got John in the Secret Santa thing, and that was awesome for me. So thank you, John.
Thank you.
That really made me feel part of the group. I was sort of hanging on the fringes, and then that really helped connect me. So yeah, and I really appreciate being here. And yeah, I lost my family and yeah, lost my purpose, so to speak. And then now I've got renewed purpose. And the other thing too is it's given me discipline. So Campbell asked before, what has it given us individually? It's given me discipline. Like I go on a walk after this, I do weights. I'm the fittest and healthiest I've been. And a lot of my friends are saying, mate, you've bounced back from this divorce so quick. What's going on for you? And it's this group, like it's not going to therapy and talking about how sad you are. Like this group has done that to me. And then it's given me the drive of, hey, I can do hard things. I can go out and do stuff on my own. I can do hard things because this group gives me the power and the energy of, hey, it's a safety net to go out in the real world, which I could have quite easily just shut off from the world and not and just gone, hey, my life's kind of this is me now. Where you guys give me that energy of, hey, I'm protected to go out in the real world. I was really disappointed I couldn't go to Rockhampton. I've been fighting to get my kids, and I got the kids for that weekend, and they had a lot of activities on, and I'm trying to juggle to go to that. But I definitely want to get to one live event this year, so that's my goal. But sorry for rambling on for everyone. I know you need to go and do stuff, but I love you all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here. And yeah, Kelly and Campbell, thank you for doing what you do to set this up.
Love having you, Wayne.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wayne.
Beautifully put, Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I think it's more powerful even coming from a man, to be vulnerable and emotional and show that and share that. I mean, that's wonderful. And it's so needed. So needed. So thank you, Wayne. That's beautiful.
Thank you,
Great.
Wayne.
Thank you.
Has Anik got a hand up?
Yeah, because I have to leave, beautiful souls, and start my work day. So thank you again. Much deep gratitude. My cup is full. It's overflowing.
It's
With
full.
so beautiful souls. And again, you bring a tear to my eye because you're just activating my heart, seriously.
Yeah.
Deep gratitude. So enjoy this amazing, magical day that is available to you.
Love you, Anik.
Love you,
Love your
Annie.
guts. Love your
Love-
guts.
Love
Mwah.
yours. Love yours.
Love you.
Love your guts. So before we sign off on this very magical podcast, Jody and Suzanne, would you like to speak and say anything before we end this wonderful session?
No, you don't have to. Oh, Suzanne.
Suzanne's been running yoga on Monday mornings. Oh, there she is. She's gone off.
Hey guys, that was beautiful. I was walking around doing all my jobs here, listening to that. Yeah, I've been getting FOMO as well for the last, I think it's been a couple of weeks. My son's been sleeping out in the lounge room and plus doing a lot of work around here. So just staying up too late as well. But I don't know, I think it's the energy at the moment. But yeah, I've had FOMO for sure, missing you guys because yeah, just it's the energetic exchange that I don't seem to get anywhere else. Normally it's like holding my tongue wherever I am, or if I'm teaching yoga classes, it's usually one way, the energetic exchange, and people are still getting a lot of vaccines and you just can't talk to people. And so this group, it's like, wow, it's just inspiration from the moment you log on, and Edwina is just holding the space. So there's, opportunity to practice my yoga, which I really loved. It's such a beautiful, receptive group, and then I can turn up and just receive so much. So it just feels like an alignment, really. And I just love the different point of views, even though we're sort of coming from similar space. There's just so much diversification in that. It's just very, not only spiritually stimulating, but intellectually stimulating. And there's the heart, just so much kindness and, authenticity, someone said. So, I've been really enjoying it, but it's just a phase. I care for 3 people, so it's very variable. It depends how everything's running here, so whether I can participate. So thanks for your patience and understanding. I'd be here if I can.
We've loved you.
Yes, totally.
You're a welcome addition.
Thank you.
Yeah, the yoga's been great.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
I particularly like your guided meditations at the end. Somehow it gets visions going on in my head, particularly with you.
It's funny because sometimes the visions you get from me is, it's like, no, I didn't actually say that, but it's a good one. Yeah. The other day, what was it? Feel the love from the group. And it was, you thought it was feel the love from the grid. And I thought, oh, yeah, that would be good, isn't it? You can't feel the love from the grid. But so, thanks, Rika. You guys.
Thank you for giving of your soul. We love you.
You too, Kelly and Cam. It's just, everything you give, it's just really beautiful and appreciated.
So the last thing I'd like to ask anyone to answer this is, for anyone out there who's who has been sitting on the fence about getting involved, or has thought, yeah, that could be cool, but maybe I won't fit in, or I don't know anyone. Like, what would you say to them?
Get your shit together.
Can I just make a comment?
And join.
I mean, basically, you're asking Jodie to talk, and I think Jodie just wants to keep a low profile, and she likes to keep to herself and low profile. She really loves the group and respects you all, and just wanted to point that out. That was a little message I got from her, and but yeah.
I mean, that's another good point for anyone who does want to get involved, right? You don't have to show your face. You don't have to speak if you don't want to. You can just go in slowly and and then become part of this amazing
Jano
group.
on this morning. Where's Jano?
Jano.
We love you, Jano.
Jano's our artist come cake decorator.
Yes.
She's rather marvellous.
And don't think that every morning we're all usually off screen, because we're either sitting in our jammies or, so like this is unusual. You're seeing authentic morning glory.
Yes. But one thing I'd like to say about it is that Acacia once said that she's held accountable by this group, and I corrected her and I said, no, you're not. You're held accountable by yourself. You are accountable to yourself. You're coming to this for you and not for me. I don't mind whether you come or not. I like your participation in it, but it's for you that you do it. It's you who hold yourself accountable. It's a commitment you've made to yourself. And, people can come late. They can leave early. They don't need to participate with speaking if they're shy. We like to welcome people, but it's for you. It's not for us. So come if you want to. Come if you want to. You're welcome. Everyone is.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, it's like no pressure. You just get out of it what you want to get out of it, and it's not like, oh, get your shit together. You really have to get your shit together right now and straight away. It's just whatever your shit you get out of it.
That's right. No one's whipping your ass. Only you.
Everyone's different, I guess.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Exactly.
So you guys would tell the broader audience that this is a safe space.
I think what I meant by holding me accountable was more like what.
Oh.
Yeah. That
this is just a safe space to come and be in any form that you want. To sit with your camera off or your sound off, or to put it on and speak. to sit there for months if you want and not say anything. But then there may be a day that you actually just need to speak, something's come up, and then the group receives you. Like it's a very powerful space just to be yourself without any rules and just be allowing of whatever journey unfolds for you at any time, really. I mean, I love that so much. And yeah, for anyone who's sitting on the fence about getting involved, I promise you that once you enter this room, you automatically, by default, become dear friends to a whole group of people, and you will be welcomed and loved, and over time you will be known and seen, and your stories and your skills and all of these things will become present in the space with your new group of friends. I mean, it's very powerful that this is really literally a group of friends, and it's so instant, isn't it? Isn't it so instant like that? Do you guys, are you going to mirror that? It's just the most instant thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've all got
Yeah.
our wonders, and everyone's got their wonders about them, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Hey,
You know, Kel, everybody I've met in real time, I've felt like I've known them for ages. Like even Freddie, like an occasion like that week, and we were only together a couple of days, and I felt like I'd known them for years. Like it was just amazing. Like it was just, yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
We're meant
this
to
is
find each other, I think. I think that you've made a place where we can find each other, but we're meant to.
yeah,
I feel called to you all, and I think you're all called to each other as well. Something is this heart connection thing.
And thank you so much, Kelly and Campbell. Oh my God, for
Thank you.
creating this space. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. So much gratitude and love.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
great space.
Ditto,
Agreed.
ditto. Yeah. Absolutely. Awesome.
well, thank you
And how
guys.
you guys, Kelly and Campbell, how is Get Your Shit Together hour worked out for you guys?
Back at you.
Question, Adele.
You know what
Where
happened?
the hell have you been?
I know.
Well, I'm inspired, man. I'm coming back after hearing all that. Jeez.
2
Yes,
more
but it's been
weeks
a
and then
couple
it'll
of
be
months.
7 o'clock.
All
Oh,
right.
I can't wait for 7 o'clock. That's so
Yeah.
good.
We did the seasonal change. But well, I mean, for me this year it's been a massive year, you know. We started the Get Your Shit Together hour and kicked it off, and everyone started to find their feet, and you know, Cam and I came in and out, and I mean, I love coming into the Friday share the good shit hour. I love that because you know, I get to bounce off all my whatever ideas are going on. I get to bounce it off this team, and I love that so much. And it's just a really nice space to wind down from the week. But for me this year, my gosh, you know, we launched the newspaper, and then that started to like
Made my friend.
take a big chunk of time, and we've been doing the lives, and last year we did the Jolly Swag tour, and you know, it's all sort of as far as Tartaria Australia and how this whole idea has unfolded in our lives. It's you know, we've had probably the busiest year of our lives in relationship to TA. And, you know, and this sort of began it really because I was wanting to start something and Cam and I just sort of launched this. And then from there, we've launched so many things in the last 12 months. So, you know, it's just been a very powerful year of action and insight and is continuing at a speedy pace. It is certain. So yeah, I mean the Get Your Shit Together hour began the year of what was and has been our most productive year. So, and I love that I have a board of directors sitting here every Friday to give insight onto any questions or ideas. I love it so much. For me, it's just the continuity, the continuity. Is that a word? Continuity.
Continuity.
The
Continuity.
fact that it goes on and that
Continuum.
it continues on. I love that because it gives us a line of coherence that is so important as we unfold this community in all the new and various ways. So I want to say thank you to you guys, and I want to mirror back all that love and appreciation right back at you because it's so wonderfully important to have a group that's around and can hear it. And I know that I could come at any point and hit you guys with anything, and you would be there to give me your insight. And you can't. That's gold. That's gold to me.
I
So
think
I
if
want to say thank you.
I think if anyone got their shit together, it's Campbell and Kelly.
No, we're still working on it,
No, no,
especially
no.
me.
You're
But
you're you're you're
I'd
so
like to
amazing.
say that it's good that we didn't get our shit together because, when we sort of stopped coming, you guys really got your shit together, right? You really took ownership. You just did it, and that's what it's formed into this amazing community, and it really is you guys who have done this. We just set up a link, really, right? You guys have done it all, so it's just amazing, and
Right.
good on you all, and for showing up and committing to it, right? And look what you've done. It's amazing.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Oh, you're on mute,
Um,
Adele, if you're talking. No.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Eddie. I met Eddie at the first Melbourne gig, and again, felt like I'd known her for years, and then I ran into her at Living Free, and we just kept drawing towards each other. And I really have a lot of gratitude and love for every morning, mate. You keep this group going, and Freddie and Anik as well. But Edwina's our queen of the get your shit together hour. In my
Yeah.
love it, and I'm so grateful that we met. And I'm just grateful. I'm very grateful for every single one of you. I really am. But
Well,
he's
it
saying
was
they have to go because we're off to Russell Falls in the rain. We're going to see a waterfall.
yeah, no
Oh,
worries,
all right.
Adele.
Enjoy.
And
Joy.
I would just say that, the whole group voted Edwina in as our tour manager, by the way. You guys chose that. That was a board of director meeting, and she's been absolutely fucking amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, she definitely has.
I aspire to be more like you, Eddie.
I love you all.
Oh.
I look forward to
getting
the day I
embarrassed.
can give you
I'm
a hug,
embarrassed.
Edwina. I really want to hug you. Lovely, lovely being.
Will happen soon.
Yeah.
I just want to do a shout out to that whatever it is that Eddie has on her right hand side that she can just like reach over
Yeah.
and grab what we're talking about and
Remarkable.
hold it in front for us to see. Is that like some kind of magical portal you've got there?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I love you so much. Thank you all.
All right, team. Well, what a wonderful, wonderful tribute to the first anniversary of the Get Your Shit Together hour. I mean, this is so present and bright. It's so bright in this room and this space. This is human beings. This is earthlings at their finest. And it is just such a pleasure to be part of this experience with you all. And I'd just like to say this is the mark of our 1 year anniversary, and next year we will do it all again on this date and reflect maybe what this video looked like a year from now, and then again a year from then. And it's just going to be such a wonderful testimony as the years go on. So for everyone, it's such love and gratitude and appreciation. And I would say, Campbell, are you ready to conclude the very first anniversary Tartaria Australia
Yes.
podcast for the Get Your Shit Together hour?
Yes. And again, just yeah, good on you guys for doing this. Like, you've done amazing.
What's amazing is we don't want to stop.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's like, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Not stop it.
Oh my gosh, that makes me think of the time when we were at school and using the phones, you remember, with the really long cords. And if we were lucky,
Yeah.
we could wrap our way through to another room and get a tiny bit of privacy, and then no one wanted to hang up. That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
All
You
right,
go
everyone.
first.
Well, that is one of our most hearty podcasts, and I so look forward to doing this again in a year's time and to
And
see where everyone
25
is at.
years, right?
And then
25th
in 25
anniversary.
years. So we will say goodbye, Tartaria Australia, for Monday the 16th, with love and gratitude to all.
Love you. Love you.
Right. Love you guys.
Love you.
Awesome.
Love you all.
Love you
Have a
all.
wonderful day, everybody.
Oh,
Have a wonderful day.
Edwina,
Absolutely.
can I speak to you? see you guys. Edwina.
All right.
Yeah, when
See,
you
I'll
say
stop the recording.